Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. We got a few exciting things that are going to happen during a regular program. So I will be putting channels on the screen. We will be going through the wheel like we usually do. And welcome everyone to episode 700. It's 4 years of this, if you can believe it. 2 weeks from now, we'll get into our 4-year anniversary. If you could believe that. I wanted to show you something before we get the first channel on the screen for today. Thrive Together is the name of the channel. It features copyright-free music. All the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music. And that can be used in your videos and live streams. We have a virtual 24-hour live stream that runs over there. There's a video game going, a virtual nightclub happening. Everybody can participate in the chat, and you can continue to connect with other creators. People trickle in and out of there all the time, the same way that they do here in Superchat. So I wanted to show you that to you right away. She Stole My Thunder dropped a Superchat, so we're going to put that channel on the screen right away. We'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. So thank you everyone for being here. Two Pineapples is in the house. They're a dear friend and a part of what I've got for very exciting things going on today. So I'll keep everything as somewhat of a surprise for the next little while. And when we get around to, let's say, 30 minutes into the show, we'll start talking about a couple of things that are going to happen today. There's very exciting new content coming to the Superchat channel. It's going to be very informative and very helpful to anybody that aspires to grow their channels beyond what we talk about every day. So thank you again, She Stole My Thunder, for a super chat. We always put super chatters and membership gifters on the screen right away here in Superchat. And members always get put onto our wheel, which I will spin. Of course, it's random. As names come up, we put them on the screen and talk about them for moments at a time. After a long period of time today, probably somewhere between 2.5 to 3 hours, I will start adding names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. I've got a ChatBot in the background that will help to keep track of all that stuff. So I've got quite a few names on the wheel already. It's going to take me a moment today to get through our introduction. Thank you to everybody that is listening or watching and not able to be active in the chat. I don't mean to miss anybody, but I know we've got a few friends who do things like that. Our dear friend Jaden is probably in the background. Sometimes Donut Toys and Games or Danforth Avenue Wellness are in the background. And on the pole position of the Wheel of Doom is Scratch and Pete PA. Right beside him is Michael's Adventures. These are two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey of now over getting on 7 years. And I hope everybody will connect with them. We've got quite a few members on the wheel already. Just Jason Keto and More, Butler Family Farm, along with Canadian Family Life and Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook. We're all early in the door. Reed's Blissful Connections, Dutch Fly 61, and Fairbrick Studio are all on there, as well as Marketplace Boutique, Backyard Trucker, and my dear friend, my YouTube BFF, Elevate with Vern, not to be confused with everybody's BFF, which is now Butler Family Farm, and has been for a while. My dear friend Gloria's Platter is in the house as well. April Showers Network, I'm going to get you onto the wheel. Bella's Whisper Farmstead was early in the door as well. Beverly Moffat is here. And again, I don't mean to miss anybody. I know Caliking 916 from California is in the house, from Sacramento, as well as Crimson Skies and Derpy Playground. Thank you both for being early. Hendo Pomeranian Puppy is a channel that's just exploding. And A Divorce Attorney's Guide to Dating. Good to see you in the house. Interesting name for a channel. Hotaflex Living is a longtime friend. Jevin Richardson's here every day. Jonathan Sturgill's been incredibly supportive. Judy May Collins is a longtime friend. Kat Lynn, KP Heathen, and Ms. Lady Scratch. Good to see you all. P&J's Homestead Adventure, Pumpkin and Wonderland. Robert Mack Media is a longtime friend. And Whispers from the Dark is also here. Now again, I don't mean to miss anybody. and I'm sure I'll make more mistakes today than ever before. But like I said, we do have some very exciting content coming up as well, so we'll get to that shortly. Right now, we're looking at She Stole My Thunder, who dropped a super chat, and we always put super chatters on the screen right away. We'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. I'll talk about She Stole My Thunder's content in a moment. Judy May Collins is just dropping a super chat as well, so thank you for that extra generous support. We'll put her channel up right after one more that has just come in. And again, I don't mean to miss anything in the chat. So that's a divorce attorney's guide to dating. Is that Lenny? I think that's Lenny the Lawyer Live. Oh my dear goodness. Is an extra channel? And forgive me if I missed. Yeah, it is. It's Lenny. We'll get that channel up on the screen in a moment. I'm laughing because this is like his 5th channel. But Lenny the Lawyer Live's been a long-time dear friend, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Via Speaks Royally, thank you for the highlighted milestone message as well. She took over our stream boss position with that. Every super chat, membership, and highlighted milestone message knocks a little bit of life off of our stream boss. The last person to knock them out and take over gets some extra exposure. That's the video game life meter under my camera right there. We see that is Via Speaks Royally, and they've held that position a few times. So we're going to get to Lenny the Lawyer Live's question just before I talk about She Stole My Thunder's content, and then we'll get moving. Which type of subject should legal matters be placed? And I wonder if you're talking about the category of content on YouTube. So Lenny, my dear friend, please correct me if I'm mistaken about your intention there. Without having a list in front of me, that's hard to pick off. I'll have to give you a message separately. When we set up any YouTube video of any kind, whether it's a short, a video, live stream, you have many options to add titles, tags, descriptions, and categorize your video so that YouTube knows where to put it. So let's say, for instance, somebody does a travel vlog, then obviously you want your videos to be in the travel category, so YouTube will do a better job of showing it to people who are typically looking for travel content. So that's an idea. So forgive me that without thinking about it and having the list in front of me, Lenny the Lawyer Live, I'm going to need a moment to figure that out, but I don't want to give you a wrong answer as well, because we know it's not travel, we know it's not gaming, we know it's not entertainment, although it could be, especially with a channel name like that. So again, thank you everybody for being here. Forgive me if I'm missing anybody in the chat. Via Speaks Royally needs to be added to the wheel. I'll do that right this second. Comedian Alaska is here. Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness is also in the house. And She Stole My Thunder is from Montreal, so a fellow Canadian, an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Superchat, and has been for a very long time. They review books, art, and movies on their channel. That's what they tell us, but they actually do a lot more as well, and we'll talk about that in a quick moment here. I'm just cleaning up my wheel. I'm going to get 49 more on there, and then I'll clean up some more in a moment. So She Stole My Thunder's working on 1,800 subscribers. When we look at what they've been doing lately, they've been putting out a lot of horoscope videos, so you get a chance to hear them, give us an idea of what might have been going on in our life lately, what might be happening today, and what might be to come. And then they'll give us usually reviews, mostly of books, art, and movies. Sometimes there's stories to be told. Sometimes She Stole My Thunder is reading. When we get into shorts videos, we see Pure Variety over here, but they've already gotten into well over 400 views on a couple of these, so they'll likely continue to grow as they post more and more. Live streams are occasional on the channel, but this creator goes farther than to either read or review as much as they give us tutorials now to help us with things like banners or thumbnails. When we think about Canva, which is a free app and website that most people here have probably heard of, I've mentioned it before, and it can be a great source of inspiration, and they have wonderful templates. She Stole My Thunder will help with that. So we've got Lenny the Lawyer Live up here now as well. He dropped a super chat. Thank you again, She Stole My Thunder. Thanks, Lenny the Lawyer Live. He's got a new channel. I'm going to subscribe to it right away. I should have already. I don't know if maybe I overlooked that, because I've already got a red line on the first video, and I'm not sure if you renamed this video, or pardon me, the channel or not. but I'm going to rerun this video. So I'm going to put it in a special playlist I use called Catch Up, and that gives me a chance to keep caught up with creators. Playlist can be a great tool for that. Mine just has a fun name called Catch Up there. Lenny the Lawyer Live is the channel that we most know from this creator, who's a dear friend and has been for a long time. He often comes into the chat here and sparks up conversation that is useful in our YouTube journeys, thinking about our descriptions, our tags, our titles, our content, and much more. So Lenny the Lawyer Live is building a catalog of legal information on several different channels. I believe everybody at some point in their life is going to have to deal with some kind of legal information. There is a big difference between legal information and legal advice, but whenever you are in the presence of an attorney in any way, shape, or form, they can clearly let you know which you are receiving. But Lenny the Lawyer Live is building up quite a catalog here already of legal information, and he posts occasionally here. He's got other channels as well. Like I said, I'll pull up one of them for now. Boyer Coffee Enterprises. And this, if I spell it properly, will come up. Boyer Coffee Enterprises. You got a few more videos over here, and then one more, My Smart Jewish Lawyer. And here's where we get a few more videos from Lenny the Lawyer Live. I'll rerun this one as well. I don't know why my red line is not all the way there. And thank you again, Lenny the Lawyer Live. First of all, for your generosity, but secondly, for always engaging conversation in the chat. Izzy Pop is dropping a super chat. We're going to put them up right after Judy May Collins. So I'll get to that right now. We'll get back to spinning the wheel like we usually do momentarily. Judy May Collins is another longtime friend. Not only has she been with us dozens and dozens of times, if not more, but I also see them out supporting other creators, and they've got a second channel now as well. RC Cars, oh, pardon me, I always forget the name of the channel just because the characters come up. Skewed for me. Rob's RC Cars, good to see you here. So, fourth channel, the category of YouTube. Oh, Black Magic, yes, I like the Black Magic stuff. That's the creators of the software a lot of people use called DaVinci Resolve. They also produce cameras and accessories and things like that. Thank you for the congratulations message, Judy May Collins, by the way. And I'm just going to clean up the wheel again for a second here before we keep going with content. So, Tales Told in the Dark, good to see you here. That's Cassie from... oh, pardon me. Oracles and Beyond. And then the Bud Files is here. Modern Day Archaeologists. I'll get them onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I think I saw Rushing Wind Mountain here. That's Ruby. And we will get you onto the wheel as well. When we look at what Judy May Collins has got going on, I can see that I'm behind. So what I'm going to do is get through a few of their videos here. I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. Vicky Wells is here. I know I'm missing a few channels in the house. Destiny Forever Walks PhD. Carrie Leonard is another fellow Canadian. Our Treasured Home is here. So thank you all for being in the house. Forgive me for anybody that I miss. Obviously, we're going lightning fast today. So Judy May Collins is working on 2,300 subscribers. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at their content, we can see that they're bringing a few delicious things actually from the kitchen, but they got a few other videos here as well. And what I'm going to do is take their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. They just put this up today, and that will give me a chance to catch up with them the smallest bit as well. They got shorts here, 8,000 views, almost 9,000 on a couple of these, which is great to see. Lots of variety there. And then they've got live streams that come up. So they did one a few days ago. So I'm not sure if these are going to be occasional or if they're about to get back in the swing of bringing these frequently. Hugo Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Steve, Tina, Jewel have been here for a while. Thank you, Judy May Collins, for another super chat. They've done that kind of thing countless times before. And Izzy Pop is coming up now. We'll see what they've got going on they also dropped a super chat. And thank you again, Lenny the Lawyer Live. Izzy Pop is somebody who's live frequently. I don't know if it's quite every day, but it's getting close, I believe. I've been lucky enough to catch them a few times. We always talk about their outstanding banner, avatar, and thumbnails. So they let us know on their About page that they're going to bring us pure diversity, and they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We look through the videos, we see that they've been bringing us animations with pleasing music, interesting music. Some of the music is harsher than others, but always good music in behind the animations. I'm just going to take the latest one, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,600 views and beyond. One of them over 13,000, which is great to see as a breakout shorts video. And then live streams, like I said, are frequent. So they're on almost every day and working on 1,600 subscribers. They're an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat. So thank you for another super chat. They've done that kind of thing countless times before. And I think we can get to spinning the wheel now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Venom for Life, good to see you in the house. And Controversial Cruising, I'm going to get you onto the wheel. We are about to look at 49 more. And this is a creator we already know and love from Carpenter Self-Reliance. They're now bringing us homesteading content. So we'll have a look at what they've got going on their channel right now. They've got a really short video here in their featured position. So I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, but I'm going to dig through their videos here as well. They got a couple new things. I'm going to take one of these special headlamp here. So I'm going to take that product review. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list also. That'll give me a chance to get another piece of content watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels. Over weeks and months I get to know the content, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. And 49 more has been connected to us for quite some time. They got a few shorts here, and some of them seem to be doing really well. 10,000, 11,000, even 12,000 views. Lots of outdoor content on this homesteading channel. Now they let us know they've got cattle, pigs, sheep, farming, gardening, hunting, fishing, and product reviews, as well as wildlife videography. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They're getting really close to 600 subscribers. We'd love to have them hit that milestone soon enough. And then thank you everybody for the congratulations messages in the chat. I won't get into story time today, or I'll try not to, but if you notice, from the very beginning of Tuber Chat, I started by numbering the episodes 001 and 002 and so on, knowing that we're aiming for a minimum of 1,000 episodes. So it's probably going to take another a year and a half, but that's the expectation. But I hope that the inspiration you can take from that idea is that sometimes you'll hear motivational speakers and things like that say you've got to start with the end in mind. And in that case, it's not the end in mind. It's just that the intention was always to get to 1,000, probably 5 years down the road before we even started. So it might take as many as 6, and we've already been here for almost 4. So thank you again. Divorce Attorney's Guide to Dating, 700 episodes. Thank you for that. Looking forward to 300. Yes, Lenny's been with us for a couple of years now. Michael's Adventures is coming up right away, and actually Scratch and PPA has done something for me in the background here. I'm just going to read a message. He copied out the categories for me so that I could have a look at what Lenny the Lawyer Live might want to think about for his content. My suggestion is probably education, but there's extra features that come up so that you can further categorize education when you get there. So it may not be the right idea. Otherwise, I would say that it would be how to and style. It's weird that they have such a limited number of categories on YouTube. But the problem is, how are they going to split everything up that we need, right? When we look at Michael's Adventures, your search results might be different than mine, and it's a popular name for a channel, but our Michael's Adventures has been with us long over 3.5 years now. He's with us for every stream that he can be, and when he has to work and can't be here, he sends his regards every day. This is somebody who cares very much about those of us in the Tuber Chat family and his community, and goes over and above to support other creators, especially like things with playlists. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And thank you, Lenny the Lawyer Live, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. He's done that countless times before. And then hopefully you find that answer somewhat helpful. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that, by the way. And then Cruising on the High Seas and Travel is in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody in the chat. Derpy Playground is here. And then, YouTube actually sometimes gives people the opportunity to participate in things like surveys where they ask us our opinion about different things. So, of course, if anybody's got the time, it's helpful for all of us if everybody gives what they truly, think will help them in their YouTube journey, right? And the idea of more categories might be an idea. So Globies Travels is in the house as well. I just put Rooted in Essential Oils on the wheel. Michael's Adventures is up on the screen right now. This is a creator who posts every single day. He's got over 3,400 videos on his channel. Sometimes on the weekends he does more than one in a day, if you can believe that. 1,300 subscribers right now, and what he brings us is a lot of wildlife, including raccoons, foxes, deer, as well as some bird watching. He also takes us out for a lot of ride-along videos, either in his area or different places he goes to. He'll do a walk around occasionally, either showing us his area or maybe even going on a mini vacation. When we look at Michael's Adventure Shorts videos, we see a little bit more variety, getting into lottery scratch tickets, a tablet slot machine game as well. And Michael's Adventures is, like I said, an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and somebody who, first of all, will be willing to swap playlists with others, but goes far over and above when it comes to the idea of helping creators gain watch hours. So every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason, whenever you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. So let's spin the wheel. I got Nez Lover on there. I don't think I put Curmudgeon Alaska, but I've got them on there now. And again, forgive me if I'm missing anything in the chat. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Next up is Just Jason, Keto, and More, and this is another over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat. He's got a little bit of a fresher look on his channel the last week or two because he enlisted the help of one of our friends, Corinne's Life, who's a dear friend and moderator here in Tuber Chat. But she does a lot of work like printing merchandise, like the mugs I hold in my hand every day, and the graphic design that you see on a lot of creators' channels like Jason's banner here. Now, those are a couple of Chaffle characters. He's very much known for Chaffles, especially lately. But Just Jason, Keto, and More is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living on his channel, especially when we're thinking about a keto-based diet or lifestyle, with a lot of recipes and product reviews as well. Eerie Frog, good to see you in the house. Honcho Gaming, good to have you here. And Not For Nothing Homestead is in the house. Venom for Life still hanging out. Thank you for that. And Nez Lover, I got you on the wheel now. Forgive me, I missed that in the beginning. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. So Just Jason Keto and More posts frequently, and this creator is somebody who, like I said, is going to help us make sense of the ingredients that we're going to find in a lot of products that are marketed towards keto, as well as his recipes, as well as his other product reviews. And then this creator is going to bring a lot of guests onto the channel. You see a few thumbnails here where he's got guests that come up and give their life experiences, their tips, their tricks when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. As well, Just Jason Keto and More is willing to go out hundreds of miles away to places like Keto Palooza to bring us more informative content. I've had the pleasure of meeting this creator in person, and hopefully sooner than later we'll be able to collaborate on a couple of ideas as well. He's a fellow Canadian, of course, just a couple hours away from Toronto. This creator has got some shorts on the channel that give us a little bit of a hint about healthy-looking grilling types of videos that can do very well at 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. One of them over 22,000, which I've seen, and I promise you it's entertaining, so you'll want to watch that one. When we get into live streams, we know that Just Jason Keto and More goes live every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. He recently did a 2,000 subscriber celebration and giveaway, but he'd already blown right past 2,000. So his channel is growing rapidly, and he's incredibly supportive to other creators. I know he'll be willing to swap playlists, and a lot of other creators will in the chat as well. Let's spin the wheel one more time. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Tales Told in the Dark is coming up right now, and this is our dear friend Cassie from Oracles and Beyond. She's another friend of probably 3 years, and on this channel she's doing a little bit more reading, but she's got one of the most pleasant or pleasing voices that you'll find in the Tuber Chat family. Not necessarily wanting to play favorites, but once you hear Cassie, first of all, she's warm and welcoming, but secondly, to listen to her tell a story, you would wonder why she wouldn't be a professional voice artist, for instance. So she's doing some of that here. So she's talking about welcome to the land of ASMR and mythology, mythical creatures, cryptids, scary stories, history, and more. So hopefully everybody will connect with her here. She's got a new video from yesterday. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now. It's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. She's working on 1,800 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 4,000, even well beyond 5,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that she does occasionally here as well. And hopefully everybody will connect with Cassie at Tales Told in the Dark. Like I said, a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Thank you, Just Jason Keto and More, for another gifted membership. He's done that kind of thing countless times before. And I see that P&J's Homestead Adventure picked that up. So, as long as they're still in the chat, we'll get them up onto the wheel. Mary Catherine Loves Cats, good to see you here. There's the Stock Explorer. I was hoping you were going to come in right before what I'm going to do in 1 second here. So, it's giveaway time. And we only do these kind of things once in a while. I never really promote anything like that before it happens, but today's a special day. So we're going to do 7 giveaways today. We've got a long way to go. I can stay up to 4 hours if everybody would like to. I know not everybody can, but we're usually here for 3 hours anyway, so we're just giving ourselves the opportunity to go a little overtime if we need to. So we're going to do a giveaway right now. And the reason, though, why I was saying for the Stock Explorer particularly, that I'm happy that they're here. In the past, we've done giveaways on episode 500 and episode 600. Today is going to be something different that I'm going to give away, which I'll show you in 1 second here. Usually, I don't include the moderators in giveaways because occasionally I'll send them something, and when I have in the past, I've sent them what I'm going to be giving away today, whereas that's not going to be the case as far as I know for right now. So moderators for today are included in the giveaway. So Tales Told in the Dark is up on the screen right now. What I'm going to do is spin. We'll see who's coming up next. We're going to go for a 3.5 minute break. Whoever comes up right now is getting the giveaway. And that's how we'll do this. And Butler Family Farm's going to take that. So we'll look at their channel when we get back from our break, but I'll show you what I'm going to give away. I'm going to give you a choice of one of two things. Some of you may have noticed that the bookshelf on the back of my desk there is a little bit bare because I've taken off two of the most important books. So, YouTube Secrets from Sean and Benji from Think Media. And I've got another book here, The YouTube Formula from Daryl Eves, who's known as the grandfather of YouTube. These are incredibly informative books. Just as a disclaimer, I haven't read this one yet. I've got it in my hand. I'll read it eventually. And I have been through this book as an audiobook, actually. I have that as well. So I'll give you your choice, Butler Family Farm. And we'll talk about it afterwards. I'll reach out to you. You don't have to worry about it here because I'll miss it in the chat for sure. So you'll be able to pick one of these two books. And you can have it in whatever format is available. But the Daryl Eves book only comes in hardcover right now. I don't know if that will change. The YouTube Secrets book only comes in paperback that I know of, and either of them will come out on the Kindle. But I'll either send you whichever one you'd like or send you the Amazon version if you want it on audiobook or whatever. But we'll figure that out. So congratulations to Butler Family Farm. And let's go for 3.5 minutes and we'll be right back. All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at Butler Family Farm, our first giveaway winner for today. So we got 6 more to go. I should disclaim something, and I forgot to say it before we did that. So I'm going to put one restriction on today's giveaway, and that is just that you cannot have won anything on this channel before. We only did giveaways in episode 500. We gave away 5 things. In episode 600, we gave away 6, and today we'll give away 7 in celebration of episode 700, of course. But if you have won before, you won't qualify for today. That's just because we only do a limited amount of giveaways, and I want to be able to affect as many people as possible, of course. And then, yes, so A Divorce Attorney's Guide to Dating is Lenny the Lawyer Live. He just asked about something not being able to come through in the super chat when he sent that through, and what he's talking about is maybe not being able to type certain words. So on a channel, you have a setting in, obviously, your channel settings. It's in the community area where you set up your moderators, banned users, approved users, and things like that. You have a list of words that you can add in that you never want anybody to say in your chat. And if you do a Google search for YouTube banned words, you'll get a text file that somebody has generously put together that has every word and phrase that none of us would ever want anybody to say in our chat. So I'll warn you before you even look at it. But if you do go and look for that, it's a great tool to have. But I have added many more. You'll notice you should not be able to use the word, and please don't try, but you should not be able to use the word subscribe, subscribers, subscribed, and all that stuff because they're blocked. Now, there could be other things, and I've probably got this chat set too tight. But that can cause people not to be able to say anything, and their whole message won't come through just because of that word. So that's just an idea. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. Home Bartending with John. Good to see you in the house again. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat today. And yes, welcome to episode 700. So Jesse Miller Unboxings and More. Our dear friend is here as well. I think I said hello to Derpy Playground. And I've added a couple sections to the wheel like I always do. One of them says add a name. When that comes up, I'll add a name to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. And then I've added another section called Clear the Wheel. When that comes up, I'm going to wipe all the names off the wheel and reload with any of the members that haven't been seen yet. And that speeds things up so we can get to more channels faster. I know not everybody can be here for 3 or 4 hours today. Butler Family Farm is coming up. They're always live on Monday, so we got that to look forward to for tomorrow. They bring us 116 acres of farming and homesteading goodness on their channel. They've got bees coming up on the farm soon, but we know and love the fact that they have forever been bringing us cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, and chickens, as well as cats and dogs. Jerry and Susan share the camera work on this channel. They collaborate with other creators. They introduce us to other influencers, and they bring us around the farm and show us all the different things that it takes to look after, pardon me, a 116-acre farm, including working outdoors or in the shop, and they take us into the kitchen as well. So they've got a couple new videos. I'm just going to grab one of these. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up with their latest couple of videos, but you get an idea of what they're doing throughout the thumbnails there. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 12,000, even 25,000 views and beyond. A little bit more variety there, but pretty much this channel sticks to their regularly expected content, even with the shorts. Tomorrow's live stream will be a little bit different than usual, but there's Jerry and Susan right there. They just took a long road trip last weekend. And then as well, or a few days ago, as well, they go to a lot of meetups, and they do a lot of StreamYard panels on their channel as well. I joined them a few weeks ago. You can go back and watch that replay if you want to. It was a fun conversation for a couple of hours. But these creators will introduce us to a lot of other YouTubers, especially by heading out to some of these in-person meetups. So hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm. We'd love to push them towards the now 3,900 subscribers that they're thinking about. Of course, they're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. and they're our first giveaway winner for today. So thank you for coming in. Everybody's BFF is Butler Family Farm, Jerry and Susan, and I'll look forward to talking to you outside of the stream. And then thank you, Scratch and Pete PA, for that message from Sweet Melissa, sending her regards for everyone. First Floor Audio is Lee from the UK. He just dropped a super chat. We're going to put that channel up on the screen right away. Super chatters and membership gifters always get on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then after a long period of time, I will add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. To Be Irish Live is in the house. I think I got Jesse Miller Unboxings and more there. P&J's Homestead Adventure picked up a gifted membership today, and I think I see Creative Beauty Butterfly in the house as well. So I'll get those channels onto the wheel, and then we'll talk about Lee's content here. Oh, and then yes, as a matter of fact, so the prompter I won't use, Lenny, but I'll give you a spoiler alert here on some of the content I've got coming up. You notice I run a couple of pre-recorded clips here. I'll do one in a second just to show you, but the Stream Deck is what I use for that. So I have a Stream Deck Mini, and I've got it set up so when I want to play a pre-recorded segment, I can just hit a button now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Hugo Homestead is in the house. Watch Us Decorate is here. And To Be Irish Live, I did get you on the wheel. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. We're going like lightning fast today, and 50 people watching right now, so thank you everybody for that. First Floor Audio is Lee. He comes to us from the UK as a talented producer and performer of a few different genres of music, as a matter of fact. This creator's monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we look at his channel, we'll see a lot of music videos. He's actually just put up a bunch more. These are all brand new, a new album it looks like. So I'm going to take one of these and put this into my catch-up list right now. That'll give me a chance to catch up, hear one of the new tracks. This creator's got a couple of shorts, but they're really used to promote the live streams, and he's live frequently, usually every few days or every couple of days. And he often is producing and performing and having StreamYard guests up at the same time. I've hung out with him many times. He draws the audience right into the music and into the entertainment, and is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He's also monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So thank you, Lenny, for another super chat. Thank you, First Floor Audio, Lee. He's done that many times before as well. Rambling with the Brooms is here as a member and a moderator. I'm going to get them onto the wheel in a second here. And Creative Beauty Butterfly, look at that luck. You just came in a few moments ago. Forgive me for not being certain how long, but I just put you on the wheel, and you came up right away, so it looks like the odds are ever in your favor right now. So we'll get you up on the screen and see what's happening with this creator now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And the Stock Explorer just gifted a membership, so thank you for that. I know Jonathan Sturgill, I think, was still working or driving. If they come back in, I'll get them onto the wheel. And the Stock Explorer we'll look at next. So Creative Beauty Butterfly is up on the screen, and Bella's Whisper Farmstead is also dropping a super chat. We'll look at that channel right after the Stock Explorer. Pardon me. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. Pardon me just for 1 second here. I got a mix of hot and cold drinks today, but I can hear myself yelling at the camera again. A lot of us, when we live stream, we do that. So Creative Beauty Butterfly is up here right now. They're bringing everything art and beauty. Pardon me for 1 more second. When we look what they've got. A lot of get ready with me type videos. I've caught them for a couple of these live streams, as a matter of fact.
Welcome. We have
Pardon me, when we look at Creative Beauty Butterfly, we see some get ready with me type videos. I've caught them for a couple of live streams where they were doing that kind of thing. They've got a new home decor from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to put that video into my catch-up list. Pardon me. I took honey right before I started. I'm just yelling, probably from excitement or whatever, whatever we want to call it. Creative Beauty Butterfly has got 436 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 500 they're thinking about. They're talking about cooking, baking, beauty, tips and tricks, and a little bit more. When we get into shorts videos, we see that this creator has gotten into 6,000, even 9,000 views, which is great to see. Lots of variety there. And then live stream. So she was just live a week and a half ago. She's probably due for another one. And we've got our notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. So next up is going to be the Stock Explorer. We'll look at Bella's Whisper Farmstead in a moment. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. It's true, as soon as Rambling with the Brooms came in at Scott, I'm going to meet him in a week or two, and so I'm overwhelmed with excitement, and it's very hard to contain that excitement. So that's what's happening. Event Exploring Mike is here, and then, the thumbs up, by the way. Yeah, thank you everybody for the thumbs up. Whenever we don't refresh, like mine says 23 right now, I'm sure we're higher than that. But if we refresh, it'll pick itself back up. KK's Travel and Education Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And the Stock Explorer's up here right now. Now, this creator comes in as a member and a moderator. And Nora's been a dear friend of long over 3 years as well. Monetized, lots of ways to support her, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. We know that Nora is a hard worker, but here in Tuber Chat as often as they can be. One of the most enthusiastic creators, actually, when it comes to the Tuber Chat family, for which I'm grateful, because they send over a lot of friends. And their channel is also growing rapidly, I'm sure, because of their excitement and how many collaborations they've been doing as well. And then Carrie Leonard has a birthday coming up on Monday, so happy birthday to Carrie Leonard. We'll try to make it in for your live stream. I don't know if they've live streamed before. They're a fellow Canadian, actually, from Toronto. And then Henry Leslie, Vermont, not sure if I said hello, good to see you here. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is here also. Forgive how I'm even more than usual bouncing in between welcoming channels while we're doing introductions here. But the Stock Explorer, Nora on the screen, you can see often has product in hand in a lot of their videos. They talk stocks and crypto a little bit. They bring us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at the markets, and then they bring us everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs. This creator as well has got some shorts that bring pure variety like most creators, and they're right on the edge of 10,000 views on one of these. This Coke Machine Shorts video still gets views for them. It jumps another 100 views every time we see it. And then live streams on the channel. Nora's doing a few different things. So they might be talking stocks or crypto. They might be having friendly conversation. I actually joined them on their channel last year for a 2-hour conversation about YouTube. And this creator sometimes has charts and graphs for us to see, and sometimes they're scratching lottery tickets, especially lately and frequently with a lot of other creators. And their chat is one of the, fastest rolling in the Tuber Chat family, faster than this. They rival those of VS Speaks Royally, Scratch and PPA, and a few more. So hopefully everybody will connect with the Stock Explorer. They're working on 2,100 subscribers. Mary Catherine Loves Cats, thank you so much for the the. 'Super Chat, I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up. 'Cause 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 ' In another moment, we always put Super Chatters and membership gifters up in order. The Stock Explorer gifted a membership, so we got them on the screen right now. And then I see Doof Doof Paranormal's doing that again. They've done that countless times before. That's Karen from Australia. And I'll put them up right after Mary Catherine Loves Cats. But thank you for that. I know not everybody can be here every day, and certainly not for 3 hours every time we stream. So I do appreciate every moment. And I also don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. Together We Travel is here. And Watch Us Decorate. I think I got you on the wheel. So Bella's Whisper Farmstead, our recommendation is always, instead of running a playlist more than once, the idea is it's probably just as much work, but much better to find somebody else to swap with. You see these red lines that happen under the Stock Explorer's videos? These are videos that I've seen, or live streams, for instance. I got one there where the red line's not going all the way through, but I either went back to comment or there's a glitch there or something, because I usually let these things run unless I had to shut down the computer, had an internet glitch or something. But you see a lot of their videos have these red lines. That means YouTube knows that I've watched it. Now, there is some information out there that might say you can clear those red lines. I have a really hard time believing that YouTube, with all their infinite money and resources, are going to be tricked when somebody takes a red line off and makes them think that they haven't watched the video before. So my recommendation is never to play games, never to try to cut corners, never to try to trick the system. And like I said, just to run a playlist more than once for the same creator, that arrangement takes the same amount of time as finding somebody brand new to swap with. String, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And you just caught us on a special edition of our live stream. We're on episode 700 today, but it runs the same way that we do usually, just with a couple of small extras. Our instructions are always in our video description. And yeah, Judy May Collins, I don't know. We've always, here in the Tuber Chat family for the last 4 years, we always just go through it once, and that's it. It takes a year approximately for those red lines to disappear, but I've never heard of success by having people run playlists more than once. And again, it's all a matter of preference. I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do, even when it sounds like that. I don't mean to. Sometimes I speak too fast, but I would rather everybody spend the time to make a new friend and find somebody new to swap with than have only 1/3 of the friends and run their playlist 3 times. But that's just what I wish. Everybody will have to decide, and you'll have to monitor your watch hours and things like that. But you can bet anything we're going to do to cut the corners, I don't believe that that's going to work in a YouTube system. Remember, it's the #2 search engine on the planet. The traffic on YouTube, I believe, exceeds 2 billion active users per month. Everybody on the internet is on YouTube, basically, right? And then the Stock Explorer was up on the screen. Again, this is a member and a moderator. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. One of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Tuber Chat. Bella's Whisper Farmstead dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. Stock Explorer Nora, thank you for a gifted membership again. And Bella's Whisper Farmstead is somebody who's been with us just about every single day. And, I know not everybody can be, but I like to recognize it from time to time. And Judy May Collins, forgive me. So here's the thing. I obviously am not a Google engineer. I don't think I would believe one, even if we had one in front of us. And unfortunately, we can't be 100% sure whether that stuff's going to work. But you're actually going to hear very soon on the Tuber Chat channel some information about how we started with playlists and things like that. We've had a lot of friends who have helped with experimenting with running different playlists on different accounts under different circumstances. And, we've been doing this, like I said, for about 4 years now. The truth is we see channels getting monetized faster than ever before. I'm not saying it's fast. I'm just saying it's improved over the years. And I just wouldn't cut corners, but that's just me. And please, I'm certainly not insisting that I'm right. I've been corrected many times in Tuber Chat. And again, I don't want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. Judy May Collins has been a longtime friend. And while I'd like to say it certainly can't hurt to run a playlist more than once, there is a thing on YouTube called invalid traffic, and we have seen channels shut down for that. Whether that has anything to do with playlists or not, I don't know, but it does have to do with views that have been falsified, let's just say. Whether it's justified or not, and YouTube lets us know, they make as many mistakes as anybody does. Like most online services, they call them false positives, which I don't think should exist in 2024, but I'm not going to rant today. So these are just ideas. William Burning the Tires, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Tigzy enjoys gardening. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So yes, good to see you in the house. I think we've seen that channel once before as well. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Jevin Richardson still in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Pretty Chocolate Girl's a long time friend. And we're looking at Bella's Whisper Farmstead. This is Kristen, homesteading on a budget. Usually from these creators, we see a mix of indoor and outdoor content. Lots of outdoor content here. Some shorts that fall in line with most of what they're doing as well, getting into 2,000, even 3,000 views and beyond. Live streams might be an idea for the future, and then they give us a lot of information on their About page so that we can get an idea of what to expect on the channel. Sasquatch Secrets, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. William Burning the Tires, thank you. No, I'm always good. I'm 100% today. I just have... I'm yelling into the camera, half out of excitement, half out of like I always do that when I'm live streaming. So I'm trying to calm that down, but otherwise always good. But thank you for asking. Hopefully you're well too. Miss Canadian Scrapper, good to see you here. Another generous creator in the YouTube streets out there. And then Travel Escapes with the Brooms is another channel from Rambling with the Brooms. Now, again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. So we're going to do a giveaway in another moment here. I'm just going to have a look quickly at what Lenny the Lawyer Live says here, a divorce attorney's guide to dating. Yes, you'll pay dearly if you violate YouTube's rules. It's just not worth it. So that's the thing. Again, I could be wrong about anything that I say here in Tuber Chat, right? I'm learning. I've been on for 7 years now, so I promise you I've seen that much of what goes on. Some of the same things over and over. But I have seen friends lose channels for many different reasons. I've seen channels lost for invalid traffic. I've seen channels lost for copyright violations and guideline strikes as well. So I always err on the side of caution. Always, always, always. The other reason is I have to. As the host of Tuber Chat, I'm sure if anybody was to catch me doing anything to cut a corner, the whole operation would fall apart because everybody would say, oh, this guy's a fraud, this guy's a scam. And I promise you, I've been called that too, so don't worry about it. But these are just ideas. So we're going to do a giveaway in another moment. Let me spin the wheel so we can see who we're going to have come up next. Actually, this will be the giveaway. Forgive me. This is the giveaway right now. So Mary Catherine Loves Cats is going to be our second giveaway winner. And she might not be here right now because she let us know that she might be out. So for today, the only restriction I have on the giveaway is that nobody who's won before ever on this channel can win today. But we're going to do 5 more giveaways after this. And it's a choice of one of 2 things. I have the book, YouTube Secrets from Sean and Benji from Think Media. And I have Daryl Eves, the YouTube Formula. So you'll be able to pick whichever one of those you want. I'll get a hold of Mary Catherine Loves Cats after the stream. and arrange to send it to them. But moderators are included today. I haven't included moderators for a reason in our past giveaways. They've always received everything we've given away. But for today, it's going to be a different story. And Mary Catherine Loves Cats, we're going to look at after we go on a break. So what I'm going to do right now is we'll do the standard 3.5 minute break that we usually do. As well, I've got something very exciting to show you. Never before seen footage of an interview that I recently recorded, and it's part of a new podcast series that will come out occasionally on the Superchat channel. But I will tell you this about that series. I've already recorded 2 episodes, and with the creators that I interviewed, we got more than twice as much content as I was expecting. And I think you're going to be very happy to hear this, because what we're talking about is how to gain your first 10,000 subscribers from people who've already done it. We've had a friendship that's gone on beyond 3 years now. I think we're actually getting a lot closer to 4. And I appreciate your friendship, Lou, of course, but I remember very clearly, I won't forget this, a conversation that we had. You were talking to me about how to grow over the course of all this time. And you mentioned the idea of coming into live streams in the chat, hanging out and having true conversation with people so that you can really get to know people and get known as well.
Yeah, that was way back. Looking back, I went from 0 to 1,000 to 4,000 overnight, and the 0 to I think it was 82 was a completely different crowd than the 3,000 to 4,000 crowd.
Right.
And in the live stream, the people that are in when you're at 4,000 subscribers aren't the people that you started with.
Okay.
And coming into a live stream, especially a live stream like mine, it's important to recognize the situation. There's a very good chance everybody knows that you're going to have a channel. You don't have to tell them. They can click on your name and look it up. There's a pretty good chance that everybody is going to welcome you if you come in with just a hello. For us, it's an aloha, but just a hello. How are things going? I had a double cheeseburger today, and start or jump into a conversation like that instead of just coming in and self-promoting or telling people another channel that you came from, or instinctively trying to drop a link because you're desperate to grow your channel. You'll grow if there's 3 people in that live stream and you sit with them for 30 minutes and just talk about what you did the last weekend, there's a good chance you're going to get into the conversation that you have a channel, or they're already looking at your channel and will bring it up and you'll get a subscriber without even trying. Less is more in a live stream. Blasting and marketing yourself in another person's live stream get you nowhere. And my live stream is loaded with moderators and tools. I have a team. I have a Monday meeting. Every Monday, a meeting with all my moderators. I have 11 of them. They all do different things. One is engaged in community safety and preparation. One is involved in making sure my content and links get out. Another one is in safety and security. Another one is just a meet and greeter. Everybody has a role to play. So coming into a live stream like mine, and I'm not the only one, coming into a live stream like mine and just blasting where you're from, as where you came from as another channel, or self-promoting, it won't last. So be friendly. I mean, it's a good spot to just say, hey, I went to the river last week and went fishing. It's a great spot to be able to do that. You'll make more friends that way faster.
Rambling with the Brooms is making me laugh. Lower Michigan Adventures, thank you for the super chat. And for anybody that's brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. Today's a bit of a special edition of our regular live streams that happen about 3 times a week. Our instructions are always in our video description. Thank you, DutchFly61. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that clip that I played. A very candid conversation with our friend Lou from Two Pineapples, who's in the background and kind of hopping in and out of the chat right now. It's actually closer to an hour and a half, I believe, almost 2 hours of conversation that will come up in the next few weeks as we start a podcast series here on the channel of interviews with creators who have passed 10,000 subscribers. So far, the first 3 creators that I'm talking to are all around 20,000. But I wanted to talk to creators who've been with us in the Superchat family and have passed their 10,000 subscribers so that they can give us what they really think. And what I can tell you about this content that's coming is that I interfered as little as possible. So in an interview style, I asked questions of the creators, but I did not break off into, oh, well, I've done this, and I found this, and I think differently, because I want everybody here to be able to hear exactly what they have to say. So these are dear friends, so thank you again to Pineapples, and hopefully everybody will look forward to that. I'll put that full interview out in a few weeks. I've got another clip to play for you from another creator who has passed their 10,000 subscribers, and I think you'll enjoy that clip as well. We'll play that in a little while. Mary Catherine loves cats. I actually spun the wheel, but I already had them on there ready to go because they dropped a super chat as well, but they happen to have their name come up as our giveaway winner. Now, this creator I know is not here right now. They let us know they were heading out, but I'm going to take their featured video here, put it in my catch-up list. This is pardon me, this is somebody who's actually new to the Superchat family, so a channel I'm still getting to know, but they've been with us a couple of times already. They're working on 2,800 subscribers. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. And Lou from Two Pineapples, by the way, has offered to hop in and out whenever we need with other questions and things like that so we can get some more content. So I expect to collaborate with them many more times. They've been a dear friend for a long time. So this is a creator that shares their love for their pets as well as a lot of subscription boxes. They got some shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 9,000 views. One breakout short over 91,000, my goodness. And then live streams on the channel as well, where they're on about once or twice a month. So we'll keep an eye on, the channel. We've always got our notification bell on. And that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. So congratulations, Mary Catherine Loves Cats, as our second of 7 giveaway winners today. And I'll get a hold of them after the stream and get that arranged for them. And then Rock Chick Beauty is here from the UK. Good to see you in the house. Doof Doof Paranormal is up next. They also dropped a super chat. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And after a long period of time, we will add some more names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. Boss Quackers, good to see you in the house again, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then Doof Doof Paranormal, Karen from Australia, we're going to talk about right now. They're dropping a premiere right this second, actually. So we know right after Superchat there's going to be fresh content on the channel. I think I missed Lisa J. Stocks coming in, so forgive me for that. I'm not sure if they're still here. Doof Doof Paranormal is working on 6,000 subscribers. Now, this is a creator that is going to sort fact from fiction when we talk about abandoned location explorations and particularly paranormal investigations. So she's got a lot of friends that come up on StreamYard panels. I've caught her a few times for some live streams as well, but you get an idea of some of the different types of things they're going to talk about here, where she's talking to a lot of paranormal investigators. One of the things I've talked about with this channel for a very long time is the production value on some of their shorts. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but I just want to look at the intro of this. You see that animation that came up right away? I think we can benefit from putting some production value into our shorts. I know it's possible to just like film a duck cross in a street and have that video get a few hundred views and this and that, sometimes even more. But I think we have a better chance when we produce our videos the way we do with our long form content. So those are just ideas. Again, not saying I'm right, just saying it's an idea to think about. And Doof Doof Paranormal has been right on top of that. So it gives me an opportunity to bring the idea up there. Monetize lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And I've caught them a few times for these live streams. Like I said, they've got StreamYard panelists with them more often than anything else. So hopefully everybody will connect with Karen from Australia. That's Doof Doof Paranormal. And they dropped another super chat. They've done that kind of thing countless times before. Next up, for the same reason, is Lower Michigan Adventures. And yes, two pineapples. So I had to pick. It was really difficult to decide what clip to pick out of an hour and a half of content. We must have talked for 2.5 hours. But the content part of the interview, it's hard to pick. What was I going to play for today? But I decided to make it one of the more personal ideas, because everything we're going to talk about is a true story. And Lou from Two Pineapples is somebody I've had a friendship with for a long time. But we have spoken on the phone many, dozens of times. And we bounce ideas off each other. We talk about experimentation. He is inspirational in the creation of the 24-hour live stream that goes on our copyright-free music channel as well. And he sent over a bunch of friends to help with that, especially in the very beginning. I don't forget that thing. So, hopefully everybody will look forward to the rest of that interview. Like I said, it's at least an hour and a half long, but that will be coming out in the coming weeks. I'm just saving it until after our 4-year anniversary, which will be 2 weeks from now, the first weekend of May. And yes, dozens of times, literally for hours. And yes, hopefully everybody will look forward to that. So next up, Lower Michigan Adventures. They also dropped a super chat. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment here. So Lower Michigan Adventures. I thought we were already connected, but I'm mistaken. So what I'm going to do is dig through their videos. I'm going to take the latest one that they put out. I'm going to put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on like I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they have our notification bell on as well so they don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We see that they're also live frequently. It looks like a few times over the last couple of days, which is great to see. Rock Chick Beauty's coming up next, so thank you, Lower Michigan Adventures, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Rock Chick Beauty, this is Oriane. She's done that countless times over the last 3.5 years as a dear friend. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at this channel, we see somebody who 3.5 years ago reset and restarted. So the idea is, could you come back stronger and more solidly? And that's what Oriane has done. Presentation's at the forefront of her mind. You can see that her bright, bold headshots on her thumbnails make her videos look professional. She updates her avatar and her banner regularly, usually for special occasions and holidays. This creator is going to talk about all things alternative, and they bring us beauty as well as product reviews, and now sponsored videos as well. Of course, they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and they post frequently as well, usually around once a week. Derpy Playground, thank you for a super chat. I'm going to put your channel up next because of that. Again, they've done that countless times before. And then we'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. Rock Chick Beauty is also willing to swap playlists. So if anybody wants to do that, again, just please say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. And feel free to reach out to anybody who you see is looking for the same thing. Rock Chick Beauty's got some shorts here, and these have gotten into 1,800 and 2,800 views. And live streams are something that she does occasionally as well. It's been a while since I've caught her for one of these because they're occasional. But I got the notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And I've caught Rock Chick Beauty many times as well. We've been on panels together more than once. So hopefully everybody will connect to this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We'd love to push her towards the 1,300 subscribers that we know she's thinking about. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Next up is Derpy Playground, and this is a junior high student that likes to create a variety of content, they say, including gaming, simulations, building, and sinking cardboard ships like the Titanic and related content. So I'm just going to grab one of their latest Red Dead Redemption 2 videos. I love Rockstar. Grand Theft Auto is my game of choice, of course. But Derpy Playground is growing rapidly. They've collaborated with other creators, or at least one other creator. They've also got shorts here that have done spectacularly well. 6,000, 8,000. Now another newer one at 19,000 and one at 44,000, which is great to see, as well as live streams on their channel they've experimented with. They might continue that, likely with some video gameplay, but you also see this duck race here. They're doing a lot of channel shout outs as well, and I'm always happy to see creators promoting each other. If you haven't already seen one of those duck races, you'll probably start seeing them more frequently soon. Lots of creators have used that system, and Derpy Playground shouted out a lot of channels there. It's a good opportunity to see what that is. We'll spin the wheel. Rushing Wind Mountain, Ruby is coming up right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Life is Jaleesa, good to see you here. And then Rushing Wind Mountain is Ruby. Derpy Playground, thank you one more time for that super chat, by the way. And Rock Chick Beauty, Oriane as well. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've both done that many times. Rushing Wind Mountain comes to us from the Pacific Northwest, and on this channel you're going to find content that includes wildlife and nature, and usually lately what they've been bringing us is almost an ASMR type of video where there's pleasing audio, pleasing visuals. You even see a couple of these fireplace videos now that I'm sure are going to get used over the Christmas season. But they've got an interesting, diverse collection of wildlife and nature. When we get through the shorts, you're going to find some humorous moments if you dig through a few of these. But they've gotten into 6,000, 9,000, 15,000 on a few of these, which is great to see. And then live streams are something they've experimented with as well. And we'll keep an eye on the channel and see if they're going to do much more. We've always got notifications on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. So let's spin the wheel. Cruising Koozies, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in again. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everyone. P&J's Homestead Adventure picked up a gifted membership today, and so we'll see what they've got going on their channel. I've had them on the wheel for a while. The Stock Explorer gifted a membership earlier. Just Chasing Keto and More gifted a membership. And thank you both for that extra generous support. They've both done that many times before. P&J's Homestead Adventure is up right now, and they have got 562 subscribers, so they're climbing pretty quickly. And P&J's Homestead Adventure are enthusiastic. They're here with us frequently in Tuber Chat. I run into them constantly supporting other creators. A homesteading channel, of course, so we get a bit of combination of indoor and mostly outdoor content on this channel. Obviously, they get all 4 seasons because they're showing us those fall tree colors in one of those thumbnails. And then when we get into shorts videos, we see they've already gotten into 1,000 and well over 2,000, halfway to 3,000 views on one of these, which is great to see. Hopefully we can push them towards the 600 subscribers we know they're thinking about. And Wheatsart, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So we still got a long way to go for today. We're barely less than halfway through the stream already. We can stay up to 4 hours if everybody would like to. I figured we'd go overtime today. We're usually here for 3 hours. So we'll see what everybody feels like. And we'll go over afterwards to raid into the copyright-free music channel, which is all the same music you hear in the background of Tuber Chat. There's a virtual 24-hour live stream over there, a video game we can participate in with the chat. Lots of fun things come up on the screen, and you can connect the same way you do here. We've got link drops over there as well. So let me spin the wheel one more time. It's giveaway time again, and we'll see who's going to get their choice of the YouTube Secrets book from Sean and Benji from Think Media, or the YouTube Formula from Daryl Eves. So it's going to be my dear friend Elevate with Vern, and I did say that moderators are included, and Elevate with Vern is here as a member and a moderator, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to get a hold of her after the stream. She usually comes in briefly. And that's another creator, well over 5,000 subscribers now, but she's been a friend since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. Inspirational in the creation of this channel, as a matter of fact. So we're going to look at her channel in 3.5 minutes when we get back from another break. All right, we're just about back. In less than 30 minutes, I'm going to play another clip from another interview with another creator who has been with us almost from the beginning, over 3 years. That will be another clip of another almost 2-hour interview, another creator who has long crossed their 10,000 subscribers, so we can get some real advice. Thank you, everybody. Yes, the music that we hear is copyright free, so everybody can use it in their streams and videos. We've got another channel for that. We'll look at that later. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. The amazing M&G is here. And then Life is Jaleesa is still in the house. VJ Max Gamer, thanks for coming back in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Cruising on the High Season Travel is fairly new to Tuber Chat. So thank you for being here again. But what we're talking about in the chat, we say a lot of silly things about visiting each other's houses or places and leaving packages and things like that. All it means is that somebody's been to your channel, watched a video, and left a comment. That's the package that we're talking about, so that it's easy for you to go and find, verify somebody's connected with you authentically, and then you can go back and do the same thing for them. Because when you leave a comment for somebody on their channel, they can click right on your name and go right to your channel. So it makes it really easy. But our instructions are always in our video description. I don't talk about it as often as I should. I'll try to improve that over the next little while, because we've been at this for a long time. Things progress and I start to go through it too quickly, rushing, if we don't find a better term for that. Mitchy Boo, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Elevate with Vern is very much known here in the Tuber Chat family as my YouTube BFF, not to be confused with everybody's BFF, which is Butler Family Farm now. But Elevate with Vern is somebody that I met about 4.5 years ago. And I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years before I was introduced to the small YouTuber community. And we only use those words because they're so unbelievably popular when we describe channels that are just starting out, like all of us, let's just say. And when I was introduced to these creators, they didn't say, go do your own thing, don't copy us, don't, there's too many of us and everything else. It was the opposite. They said, come. I thought of it like a college party, your first day in a new place, and somebody latches onto you and says, hey, let me introduce you to everybody. We're all friends. We all support each other. And I thought it was incredible. And I've never seen that before that I can think of in social media ever. Whether we want to call YouTube a social network or not, it absolutely is. That's my opinion. Not saying I'm right, but it's the idea behind the community that we talk about all the time. We use the word family because it starts to feel that way. Elevate with Vern is somebody that I met. She was already an influencer to her community and the small YouTuber community. And it was natural that somebody like myself would want to become friends with this person. So much so that we've collaborated. If I'm really lucky, she's expected to come at some point, and we'll do collaborations either if I can get over there or she can get over here. Now, Elevate with Vern is a public speaker, an influencer. She's very knowledgeable in all things YouTube, all the same things we do here. She helped me learn in my beginnings, and we've collaborated a few times. We have a lot more in common than anybody might have guessed at first glance. But this creator and I also have had many conversations, countless times, for hours at a time, where we discuss all different things YouTube and try to help each other when it comes to the idea of helping other people grow, right? Ideas that we know will be influential. We share knowledge and things like that. But I'm lucky to be able to call her a dear friend now. And like I said, we've appeared on both of each other's channels. As a matter of fact, she's the only creator before now to have been on the Tuber Chat channel. She joined me and we did different live streams for the 100, 200, 300, and 400th episode. There's still relevant content there if anybody wanted to go and watch those replays. But Elevate with Vern has a pure variety channel. She does help creators with YouTube often, but she also does things like product reviews and unboxing videos and things like that. She monetized lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. well beyond 5,000 views. Shorts on the channel have gotten now into 1,600, 1,700, as well as live streams are something that she does frequently. She's also active on the other social networks like Instagram. I've caught her on many times. VMAX Show is her second channel. So she's really focusing on the first one now. But this is something that she's posted on up until a couple of years ago. She's given us a better chance to get to know her behind the scenes. Hopefully everybody will connect with her here. She's got shorts, live streams, and videos, almost 700 subscribers. And it's a chance to get to know Elevate with Fern a little bit better. So hopefully everybody will check her out on both of those. Let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I gotta add one more clear the wheel section to our wheel right now. And then thank you, Curmudgeon Alaska. And then hopefully, again, I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words. And, I sometimes trip over my sentences just speaking too quickly. But it absolutely is true, the idea that this community has turned into true family in the idea of the ways that we support each other. And this is what drew me to all of this in the beginning, was the overwhelming generosity of so many creators willing to support each other. And that's what inspired the Superchat channel. So thank you, everybody. Thanks, Mark the Shark. Thank you, everybody, for being with us to celebrate 700 episodes. We're on to the 800th after this. It'll take another 6 months to get there, but we expect to eventually hit 1,000. So we'll keep at it and expect that between 1.5 years and 2 years. Our 4-year anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks, and in less than 20 minutes from now, I'm going to play another clip from another interview with another influential creator. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Fairbrick Studios up here right now. This is somebody who's been doing a lot of channel shout-outs as well. You can see that in the thumbnails that come up for me right away. As well, this creator's doing a lot of video gameplay, and they do that with some mobile games, one which they got me playing, this Lego Tower game. But they also have started with some Lego stop-motion videos. If we dig through their content far enough, we're going to see some new Lego stuff lately that they've been doing over the last couple weeks. I should take one of their videos, put that into my catch-up list. That's a trailer for some more shout outs. Shorts on their channel have gotten into 13,000, 15,000, and 16,000, which is great to see. And then live streams are something they've experimented with. We're going to see if they're going to continue those at some point. AceFlaw1 is in the house. Good to see you here. I'm going to get them on the wheel right away. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Let me wipe the wheel here a little bit. Fairbrick Studio. We'll spin one more time. We'll see who's coming up next right now. And this will be a good opportunity for us to play the next clip. A little bit earlier than I was going to, but that's okay. And Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness will be next. I'll get them ready to go while we watch the next clip from a new podcast series that's coming out in a few weeks.
Don't forget the people who've got you there. Like, this is why I'm very open with coming on with Superchat, because I remember I only had, I think, about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time.
Probably.
And I got involved in that group, and there's other groups as well. What you know, if you cast your bread across the waters, it will come back. So always, and there's always somebody that I've engaged in on YouTube, totally different hobby, pastime,
Okay.
but we're linked by the ways. But they will know somebody that's scale modeling, and they will mention me to them.
Right.
So there's always that as well. You've got to look at it as when you're building your channel, always try to give back what you've taken out of it. So that's why if I'm home night, in a weekend, and Tuber Chat, because I've got it notified, if he comes on, I will pop in, give him a super chat, and I make sure I get on that bloody wheel of crap, whatever it is.
There you go. Yeah.
And so that I've put back in, because remember I was there as well. I was lowly. If you remember rightly, that one day when I cracked I think it was 20,000 subscribers, or was it 10,000 subscribers? Because you went up to 5,000, wasn't it? And I said to you, because I'm on 10,000, am I not allowed to be on your channel anymore?
That's right.
You had to change it, didn't you?
I had to change the intro. If somebody was to go back to the first episodes of Tuber Chat, you would hear me say something along the lines of up to 10,000 subscribers. But when Moz6510 models crossed the 10,000, I had to change the intro for the whole channel so that I could say, and beyond 10,000 subscribers. And now we're here. And you've doubled that number. You're still growing now, so
it's very slow growth. Because as I said, I've taken a month. I wanted to see what a month would do to my channel.
Yeah.
And I was getting 300 to 400 views an hour, down to 160 views an hour.
Right.
If I look now, I'm getting 30 views an hour. So but I've done this on purpose. I wanted a break.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back. And now it's back in, and I'm going to start doing it all again now. So,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the break when it's needed. What I have found is when we can get to a place of consistency, taking a week off, it seems to take about a month to get the momentum back, but it does come back.
Yeah, it does come back. But I needed the break. I really did. And I think YouTube have cottoned on to this as well. You've seen a lot of burnout recently on YouTube.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a burnout. Yeah, there's definitely that. But we strive to be better, and that's what it can be.
Yep.
Definitely.
Improving over time.
Improvement is it, and also it's good. It's edifying for yourself. It really does boost you up when you get a video that gets 10,000 views. It really does. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the work and the time you put into it, so it's rewarding in that respect as well.
For sure. So hopefully everybody's enjoyed these couple of clips from our dear friends Two Pineapples and Moz6510 models. They are the first two creators included in a new series of interviews that I will put out, where we're talking about how to get your first 10,000 subscribers. And these are creators who've been with us and past 10,000 subscribers, so that we can get real information from them, not from me, but from them, about their journey, what they think about what they've been through with the Tuber Chat family, and their journey with their channel. So I hope everybody will look forward to that. I promise you it's exciting content, and there's hours of it, more than twice as much as I was expecting. I promise you there's a lot of gold in there. What I chose for clips to play for everybody as teasers for today are just personal stories between Two Pineapples and myself, between Moz and myself, and some of the creators who are here with us, especially our moderators who've been with us for over 3 years, will remember some of the things that we've mentioned even in those couple of clips. But I'll get those going right after our 4-year anniversary, which is coming up in 2 weeks. So thank you everybody for the 100 thumbs up. I really do appreciate that, and thanks for hanging out on our special 700th episode. So our clear the wheel section came up right before I played that clip. So I wiped out all the names off the wheel. I reloaded with any members that are here that have not been seen yet. So that's going to speed things up, and we should be able to get some more channels faster than we otherwise would have. Although we can stay overtime today, we expect to be here for at least another hour. We can stay up to another 2 hours. Excuse me, if everybody would like. Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness was picked from the wheel. They've got 1,200 subscribers right now. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they give us a lot of information on their About section. and we can read about what to expect from the channel. Obviously, a lot of delicious looking content. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up and learn a little bit more about the channel. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time, I get to know the channels, and by hanging out in premieres and live streams and watching videos over weeks and months, I get to know the channels, or part of me, content. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Sweet Melissa, thank you for coming back in. Rambling with the Brooms, I just put you back on the wheel. And yes, Scratch and Pete PA let us all know that you were saying hello, so thank you for that. And then cruising on the high seas and travel. Yeah, so let's talk about SEO for a quick second. So when we look at videos, we think about the idea that we can change these things as many times as we'd like. Just because you set a title, description, tags, and hopefully hashtags for your videos today doesn't mean that you can't change them again. What I recommend as an idea, not that I'm right, but just something to think about from my perspective now, is that I would take your top 10 performing videos and just let them do what they're doing, right? Because it's one of those, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you're getting 100 views a month on a video or 1,000 views a month on a video, I would let that keep rolling until you really see the analytics start to plateau, right? Otherwise, I would work on some of the better performers. It is a lot easier to get a video that's got 1,000 views to get another 100 than it is to get a video that's got 100 views to get another 10. You understand what I mean? Because there's a little bit of momentum there, right? So you want to spend time on your superstars. And what we can do is change our thumbnails, we can change our titles, we can change our tags, we can change our hashtags. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll show you how I use a tool called ChatGPT, which has been very popularly mentioned in the media this year as something we can use to speed things up for ourselves and use for inspiration. I'll do that in another moment after I talk about the rest of Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness here. They get some extra screen time for today. And there you go. Look, Just Jason Keto and Morrissey, and they've been able to kickstart videos. I also use the community tab a lot. I promise you that the community tab is more powerful than it seems. As a hint, I can tell you that as the host of Tuberchat, it is the #1 thing that I am thanked for and have been for 3 years now on YouTube in the Tuberchat family, because of sharing on the community tab. It's different from everything else because when people see a post on the community tab and they click that post, they go right into the video. There's no stopping. So sometimes it looks like you don't get a lot of comments on the community post, you don't get a lot of thumbs up. That's because people don't go there. They see the image, they click right on it, they're into the video. But I promise you, they're magical. So that's just an idea. And most of you who have had me share for you on the community tab have seen that, right? So that's an idea. And I try to mix the love up. It's not just members, it's not just super chatters, and it's not just moderators. I have a system where everybody who supports in every way that they can has a chance to be shared out on the community tab. So, Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness. Let's look at one more thing here. So, shorts. These have done really well. 11,000 on a couple of these, which is great. Some variety on the channel, like most creators do when they bring shorts out. And then live streams as well. More Cooking Up Deliciousness here from Girl Dad. So, hopefully everybody will connect with them, push them towards the 1,300 subscribers that they're thinking about. So, let me get up ChatGPT here for a second. And let's look at how we can use this quickly. I'm using ChatGPT 4 just because I happen to be paying for it. I'm working on a custom GPT right now, but it's not working the way I want yet. So let's just try this. I'll show you exactly how I use this. Let's say we're doing cooking. We're baking a chocolate souffle. I don't even know how to spell souffle, but let's just try anyway, right? Write a lengthy. Actually, let me forgive me. I know this is clunky, but let me show you something. So if I say write a description of, oh, pardon me, I can't type. How to bake a chocolate souffle. So it's going to give us a bit of information here. This is probably a bad example. So it's going to give us a recipe and stuff like that, which is great, which it draws off the internet. I'll try another kind of video for a quick second here. But you see how ChatGPT starts to write all this stuff in proper language for you? And this is either probably a combination of a couple of recipes that have been taken off the internet. Forgive me, I could have used a better example of something here. Okay, I'll use a different example. So let me start a new chat. And I'll show you something. Here, GoPro Hero 12 Black, which I have not unboxed yet. So if I say write a description of the GoPro Hero 12 Black, it knows when you misspell things, so you don't have to worry about that, but my spelling's terrible today for no reason. And it's going to give me the option to choose one of the two different descriptions that it's going to write. And pardon me while I whine and complain. I just wanted it to work the way I wanted to. I'm trying to rush. This is what I tell people here in Superchat all the time. Mistakes are made when you rush. So there's a description. Now if I change that and I say write keyword rich description of the GoPro Hero 12 Black, you're going to see that it's going to change it up a little bit, and this might give us a little bit of a hint about things we can use as keywords in our videos, but it can be much easier than this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You'll see that even the second description that it's writing out for us here is longer than the first. Now, my recommendation is never to just copy and paste, although I've been guilty of it myself. We should use this for inspiration and rewrite it. But one more time, I'm going to copy what I gave it as an instruction, and I'm going to say write a lengthy keyword-rich description. Now you're going to see that it should spit out a lot more. And what this will do is fill up your description area. You know they give us 5,000 characters. If you dig through the Superchat descriptions, you're going to see there's a lot of stuff in there. If you dig through my personal descriptions on my channel, there's a lot of stuff in there, right? And this can be helpful. But I'll show you another couple of tricks that ChatGPT can do. And you see how much it's writing for us. This is really going to make sure that the description gets into the algorithm with some useful keywords included, right? This thing's just going on and on now, writing 6, maybe 7 paragraphs here, right? And then we can just copy. Now, as a YouTuber, actually, let me just use my custom GPT because it'll be faster for everybody. So I've started this out and it's got some conversation starters for us, right? So if I want provide SEO for a YouTube video, all it's going to do is say, okay, please tell me what your video is about. And you're going to see some extra magic here. So I'm going to say GoPro Hero 12 Black. That's all I have to do. And now it's going to spit out 5 examples of titles that are better than anything I was going to come up with. It's going to come up with a description, although this is not lengthy and keyword rich. I haven't got it to do what I want yet, but I'll work on that. But you can do these individual things separately, and you'll see I'm rushing through it, but it doesn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes to get this done. You spend 2 hours filming a video, 2 hours editing it, why wouldn't you spend another 10 minutes on this? And you'll see that it can spit out tags for you. It can spit out hashtags for you as well. Please never use more than 14. It's more recommended to just use 3. And I'll show you one more thing here. Rapidtags.io, which I'll copy into the chat for everybody. If I use the tag generator for free, all I have to do is say GoPro 12, and it's going to come up with a bunch of tags for me. All I have to do is copy those out. It's the perfect size to fit into your YouTube tag area in the YouTube studio, if that makes sense. So forgive me, everybody, for anything I missed in the chat. I haven't even read it while I was doing that. Monica Lynn, Alaska, my heart, good to see you in the house. Backyard Trucker and Marketplace Boutique, I did clear the wheel, but I added your names back on it. I always clear the wheel when those sections come up. Ace Flaw 1 is up right now. We'll see what Andy's got going on. He's been a friend of over 4 years, since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. I think what we're going to have to do, I'm going to do things out of order right now. We're just going to go for a quick break for 3.5 minutes, and then we're going to come right back. We're going to talk about Andy's channel, and then we'll get to another giveaway. All right, we're just about back. So thank you, everybody. Forgive me, because that what I was talking about with the SEO there was a bit clunky and probably awful, but hopefully it gives you an idea of what's possible when using the AI systems like ChatGPT. Cool Gamer, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And then I know a few more channels have come in here. And if anybody needed me to try to clarify any of what I was talking about, then I'll try to do that. So AceFlaw1 is a friend of over 4 years. Andy's one of the first creators I was introduced to in the small YouTuber community with Elevate with Vern and a few other friends. They've been with us all this time, and if you can imagine, after 699 episodes of Tuber Chat, Andy's still coming around as often as he can, usually every day lately, as a matter of fact. This creator brings us travel videos occasionally, so they post once in a while. They recently took a trip to Italy in their latest video, but if you dig through what they've got, a lot of touristy destinations here. Shorts on the channel have gotten now into 1,500, even 1,600 views actually, and then hopefully everybody will connect with AceFlaw1, Andy, and Ree's Blissful Connections. Forgive me, I had your name on the wheel earlier, but I cleared it when one of those sections came up on the wheel, so I'll add it back in. But thank you for asking, because I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody. I might not have, yeah, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is there. And that's right, yes, thank you, Just Jason, Keto, and more. Hopefully everybody will read his comment in the chat as well. And for any of our members, for instance, please don't be shy to reach out and let me know if I'm making a mistake, if I've missed you getting on the wheel or anything. Monica Lynn, Alaska, my heart, good to see you here. Let's think about spinning the wheel right now. We'll get to the next channel. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Marketplace Boutique is up here right now. This is somebody I've been able to catch for a couple live streams already, which is great because they've just started those. But Marketplace Boutique is somebody who brings us the idea of buying low, selling high, either offline or online, particularly in platforms like eBay, so that we can so that we can profit and run an e-commerce business of sorts. They've been doing this since 1998. And Marketplace Boutique was working in law. They were looking for a career change that would help them spend more time at home. They show us the ins and outs of those kind of online sales now. So hopefully everybody will connect with Marketplace Boutique. I do some eBay work myself and have for many years now. And what I can tell everybody, I've probably listed 2,000 things. I've probably shipped 1,000 packages. Those activities are easy to learn and to do. They only take minutes once you've done it once or twice. Marketplace Boutique will help with that, but they'll also help with what is truly magical about platforms like eBay or Letgo, where, or even Facebook Marketplace, for instance, where you're finding the right things to buy and then sell, hopefully at a profit, while giving somebody a good deal. So hopefully everybody will connect with Marketplace Boutique and see what I'm talking about. They often take us shopping or buy collections of different items that they split up to sell separately and profit in that way. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 7, 8, and 12,000 views, one over 19,000, which is great to see. And then there's the first couple of live streams with Backyard Trucker, so it's great to see creators collaborating with each other. VJ Max Gamer, good to see you back. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Sam's Logs, Trains, and More is dropping a super chat. He's here as a member and a moderator. Forgive me, Sam, I didn't have you on the wheel, but that's okay. We're putting his channel up right this second because he dropped that super chat. We always put super chatters on the screen as soon as we see that happen. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then thank you, Judy May Collins. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. They've got a second channel now as well, Cooking with Judy May Collins. And then when we look at Sam's Logs Trains and More, we're going to see a creator who, like I said, is here as a member and a moderator. He's been a dear friend of over 3.5 years. He comes from the UK, and Sam is going to bring us a lot of train videos, as you would expect. Some of the videos are of the trains, but some are of the stations. He could be indoors, he could be outdoors, he could be taking a look around, or even taking a trip. He's often giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. I'm going to grab one of his latest videos. I can see him behind. This creator has done something special in their YouTube journey. Sam has posted more and more as time goes on, truly growing, and even into the idea of outdoor live streams now. So this creator does a few extra things. You'll find some vlogs, you'll find some unboxing videos and product reviews, Happy Meal and things like that. But he's got some shorts here as well. Of course, we're going to find variety, but these have gotten now into 5,000, almost 6,000 views. And then live streams are frequent. So he's got a 8-year anniversary coming up next week. And Sam's Logs Trains and More has been with us for 3.5 years or more already. And often in his live streams, we get a chance to get to know Sam. He might be playing a trivia game or giving us a Q&A, updates about the channel, or like I said, now he's been doing some outdoor live streaming, which is great to see. So this is a creator who has expanded their content and their video style and their video creation style, if that makes sense, over time, which is great to see. So we see the creator growing along with their channel. 1,900 subscribers, well on the way towards 2,000. He's officially on the road. Hopefully we can get him a little bit closer, and of course monetized. Now, every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels. They all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when we visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, we have an opportunity to meet more friends and family members for our own channels, the same way we do here in Superchat. So, forgive me, I'm overdue. It's giveaway time. What I'm going to give away today, again, there's only one restriction. You cannot have won anything on this channel before, but moderators are included this time. They were not included in the last two giveaways on episode 500 and 600. So, it's a choice between the book from Benji and Sean from Think Media, which is YouTube Secrets, or the YouTube Formula from Daryl Eves, which are, in my opinion, three, if not the three of the most influential creators on the YouTube platform. So let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's going to take that, and we'll see what we're going to look at for a channel right now. And it looks like it's going to be Globy's Travel. So this is a channel that's been with us frequently. Globy's Travels. And I see them out supporting other creators as well, but I think they've been here for Tuber Chat almost every stream since finding us just a couple of months ago. So I'll reach out to you. Hopefully they're still in the chat. If not, it's okay. I'll reach out to them after the stream and arrange that. But that's our 4th of 7 giveaways for today. So we'll do that 3 more times, probably in another half hour or so. And the Wander Lovers, good to see you in the house. Brun Free, good to see you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And we see that Globy's Travels is in the chat. So again, it's going to be your giveaway win for today. Congratulations, by the way. Is a choice between the YouTube Secrets book from Sean and Benji from Think Media, or the YouTube Formula from Daryl Eves, known as the grandfather of YouTube. So, Globy's Travels is up on the screen right now, and I'll reach out to you after the stream, either by email or Instagram or wherever you like to be contacted, and then we'll get your choice and I'll get that sent out to you. Globy's Travels is working on 300 subscribers. Like I said, they're here with us frequently. They bring us an interesting look at travel because they take us to touristy destinations, some of which are near their home and some of which are when they get out and travel as well, as you'd expect. So there's a big mix here. They let us know about that on their About section. And then they've got some shorts here as well. These have started to get into 27, 37, and even 6,900 views, which is great to see. Hopefully everybody will connect with them because, like I said, they're here with us frequently, and I run into them constantly out supporting other creators. Yeah, we've only done a few giveaways here on the last few 100 celebration episodes. So it's not something that's frequent. So yes, we're happy for you to have that, Globy's Travels. And then Phasio the King, Naruto Luffy Goku is here. I'm going to put you onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I'm going to spin right away. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is coming up right now. From Medicine Hat, Alberta, these fellow Canadians have a couple's vlogging channel that also includes quite a bit of travel. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have been with us for what I believe is beyond 2 years now. And when we look at their channel, we see that they're growing rapidly. They've got a Sunday Fun live stream series that goes on. They were actually live right before we started. In the very beginnings of your YouTube journey, it's very possible to start making some friends when you've only got, when you're up on your way towards 100 or 200 subscribers, where everybody can pick a time slot and then everybody can make arrangements. You go on Tuesday, we'll go on Thursday. You go at 1 o'clock, we'll go at 4 o'clock. But you're going to find, as you continue to grow, it becomes harder and harder and to not be able to crash into each other's live stream or premiere time slots and things like that. There's nothing wrong with it because one of the magical things about YouTube is that even though we prefer to be in an event while it's live, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, everybody can watch everybody's replays after. So there's never a restriction. You can only watch one video, not the other one. You can watch one and then the other one, right? And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures happened to be on earlier today, but TuberChat doesn't have a schedule. So we've tried a little bit in the past only because my personal life interferes with all this. I happen to be lucky enough to work full time, but I've also got family obligations and things like that as well. So I kind of have to stream whenever I can, but at the same time, we benefit because we get to meet new creators all the time from different time zones around the world, while most of the biggest YouTubers are going to say, including myself, it is much more beneficial in almost every case to be consistent. You'll notice on my personal channel, I drop videos either 9 a.m. or noon on Saturday. Always and forever. This has been going on for 7 years now. And, I prefer to try to do that to catch the traffic. So I do keep somewhat of a schedule on every other channel that I touch. But here in TuberChat, we mix things up. So that's just an idea. Just Jason Keto and More is gifting another membership. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. He's done that countless times. Monica Lynn, Alaska, my heart will likely be happy to have that. And if they're still in the chat, I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. Trish the Natural's here. I'm going to put her on right now. And we're looking at Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Emotion New Soul, my dear friend, is here, as well as a beloved and dedicated moderator. I'll get them on the wheel. And after another long while, I will get to some names from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. So Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is here and bringing us a mix of indoor and outdoor content. They bring us into their homes for a chance to get to know them. They take us out for a lot of different adventures, as a matter of fact. And then they've got some shorts on their channel also. These have gotten into 5,000, even well over 6,000, and now on the way to 7,000 views. As well, live streams are frequent. So Sunday's fun. I haven't caught them for a few weeks, but this is the one they just finished a half an hour ago or so, maybe an hour ago. And I'm going to actually take this replay. I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. And that will just give me another piece of content to watch. But Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have been monetized. I believe they're monetized, yes? Could I be mistaken about that? I think, yeah, forgive me. I'm not sure. I thought they were monetized, but maybe they're either monetized without memberships set up right now, or they're still on their way. And on that note, anybody that wants to swap playlists with each other, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. And then when we look at Rihanna's life adventures, we get to a creator who makes up one of the halves, pardon me, one of the halves of Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, but Mike is featured on this channel just as much. This is where we get to know Rihanna a little bit better. She'll bring us in the kitchen. She'll take us out for adventures. They got some shorts on the channel as well. There they are, separately and together. And then live streams were something that were done many times on this channel, including simulcasting a travel stream between the two channels. So we'll keep an eye on the channel and see that they've got that going on. Yeah, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, forgive me, I don't know why I got confused there for a second. I figured you must have been monetized for a long time, and I don't know why I'm tripping over my thoughts. But I'm racing today, and I promise you I'm making mistake after mistake like always. Black Guns and Gardens, let's see what they've got going on their channel. They're just dropping a super chat, so thank you again for that. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, thank you for your super chat again. And Just Jason Keto and More for gifting another membership. He's done that countless times before. Gail Southern Living, our dear friend, is in the house as well. One of the very first creators that we met in the homesteading community of channels. And she's been a friend of over 2 years now. Black Guns and Gardens is here, and they're going to help us. Let me read from their About page. On this channel, they're going to take us through their family's journey to self-sufficiency through gardening, preparedness, and self-defense. So we get an idea of that when we dig through a lot of their thumbnails here, and I see that you've been working on a lot of these lately especially. So when we look at their channel, we see a mix, indoor and outdoor content, of course, product reviews, and shorts on the channel as well that have gotten into 3,000, even 5,000 views and beyond. So hopefully everybody will connect with Black Guns and Gardens, and they're working on 2,800 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So thank you one more time, Black Guns and Gardens, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that many times before. Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart, picked up that gifted membership from Just Jason Keto and More, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. And when we look at Sweet Melissa, it's a popular name for a channel, but as this creator continues to grow, they'll likely rise up the search results. This is why we search, find, and click on each other's names here. The channels that are hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most. But the more we search, find, and click on each other's names, the more we'll rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job eventually of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels. Wilma 2U1, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. When we look at Sweet Melissa's channel, we see a creator that is going to bring us some product reviews and product testing on their channel. They're a member of a few sites. They've got some samples, some giveaway wins, and things like that. Their latest couple of videos are quite short, but I'm going to take the latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up with them. And when we look at Sweet Melissa's channel, we see 111 subscribers. I find that most creators become #1 for their name around the world after they get to about 800 subscribers. Could be a little bit earlier too. right? Some creators, only a few struggle a little bit longer than that. But like I said, as long as we're doing as much as we can for each other, we're helping each other grow in everywhere that there is on YouTube. When we look at Sweet Melissa's shorts, these bring pure variety, as we'd expect from most creators. 1,200, even 2,100 views on a couple of these. So hopefully everybody will connect with Sweet Melissa. And thank you for coming in and for the message earlier in the stream today. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Pardon me. I just dropped the handle for Sweet Melissa there, just in case anybody has trouble finding them. The handle can help, whether you got to type that out or copy and paste it. And Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is up now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. 535 subscribers. First of all, we'd love to push them towards the 600. We know that they're thinking about. And when we get to this channel, we see another dynamic creator. She's been doing a lot of live streaming lately. I'm just going to grab the latest video. She put this up today. I'll put that in my catch-up list. The Pier at St. Pete, it says. She brings us on all kinds of travel. She shows us what it takes to get prepared as well. Brings us into her home and gives us a chance to get to know her. As well as I see her out supporting other creators all the time, collaborating with others. She's got some shorts here from Sea Leg Journeys and a little bit more variety here. These have gotten into a couple thousand views on the way to 3,000, and this is what I'm talking about. She's live streaming even more frequently than I thought. She's on a few times a week now. But hopefully everybody will connect with Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. She's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I think what we'll do right now is we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. We still got quite a while. We're expecting to go a little bit longer than we usually do today, but I wonder if I should speed things up. So let's get Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart up on the screen. This is a creator who picked up a gifted membership, so thank you again, Just Jason, Keto, and more for that. I know the Stock Explorer dropped one earlier. I don't mean to forget anybody. Slim Jim Longfoot, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the congratulation message. Yes, and then Cruising on the High Seas and Travel still here. Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart is working on 300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. This creator's got an interesting story on their About page, but they talk about the idea that they're from Louisiana now, but they have Alaska in their hearts, hence the name of the channel. Most of their videos are quite short, but I'm going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list for now. I'm going to have a look at the shorts on the channel, and we see that these bring pure variety as well. 3,600, 3,700 views and beyond. And then, let's just have a look at live streams. Yeah, they've done a few of these. So they just did a couple just a few days ago. And we've always got notification bells on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. As long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will just be fine. Consume the goodness. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. We're, of course, going to do a fantastic, hit a fantastic milestone today. And then Trish the Natural is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Trish the Natural is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I think she's a silver member as well. So we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, whether she's here or not. And Trish the Natural has a interesting one-of-a-kind channel in the Superchat family. So we've got a lot of beauty channels. We've got creators that talk about natural hair care, but Trish the Natural focuses on that natural hair care and then just brings a small amount of other beauty and lifestyle videos. She's been doing some streaming lately as well. Trish the Natural is working on 1,400 subscribers. hoping we can push her a little bit farther. One of the things you're going to notice is the professional look on this channel. So first of all, these bright, bold headshots that match the banner and avatar with a professional look to the thumbnails are just amazing. When we roll over the videos, you're going to see that from the thumbnail, a viewer is going to get an exact idea of what to expect in the video and then be pleased. This is something YouTube really likes, is that, you know, the opposite of clickbaiting. When we say something and somebody clicks on it, it's not what they thought. Whereas with Trish the Natural, like, you can't get more authentic than that thumbnail that comes right off of this video. As well as a professional look, like I said. Now, this creator also has gotten into shorts. These have gotten into 2,100, 2,200 views and beyond. Live streams as well. So she's been live streaming frequently now. And I believe I Am Betty J Gathers inspired her to start streaming. But she does a great job, and these are both dynamic creators, of course. Trish the Natural, like I said, has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat for as long as I can remember. She's been with us a long time. I think at least, I'm going to embarrass myself by saying she's been here for at least a year, but I think it might be close to 2 years. Actually, I think it's well beyond a year and a half. Trish the Natural's been here a long, long time. And Ron's Keto Cafe is in the house. They're also a member. It's giveaway time. I'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's going to win our giveaway and what channel is going to come up next. So it looks like it's going to be Ree's Blissful Connections. And this is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, so I'm sure they're going to be happy about that. The only restriction that I have on today's giveaway is that you can't have won anything on the channel before, but we haven't run into that as a problem. Moderators are included today, even though I haven't included moderators in giveaways before, just because they've received the things that we've given away. This is a different idea today. So, Ree's Blissful Connections, I'll reach out to you after the stream, but you're going to get a choice of YouTube Secrets, which is the book from Sean and Benji from Think Media, or the YouTube Formula, which is the one from Daryl Eves. And I'll reach out to you and get your choice on that. We're going to look at Ree's Blissful Connections when we come back from another break. All right, we're back. We're going to look at Reed's Blissful Connections. They just won the 5th out of 7 giveaways for today, so we still got 2 more to go. Do another one in another almost half hour or so, and I'll do one more after that. We can stay overtime today if everybody would like. We're usually here for 3 hours. We'll stay a little bit longer today. As well, Jonathan Sturgill. Yeah, I cleared the wheel earlier, but I just put your name back on there. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. There's Lisa J. Stocks. I wondered if I missed her earlier. And put Lisa J. Stocks onto the wheel. It's funny when we talk about luck, right? I tell people all the time that most people, if you ask, and I believe it's most, but if you say like, oh, what about winning anything? What about being lucky? They might say, I never win anything. You know, I'm not lucky. And it's common, very, very common, which is true, like Reed's Blissful Connections is saying right now. And what I tell people, I'm very, very lucky in the idea that I'm lucky about half the time, actually. You know, no much more luck, I don't believe, than anybody else. However, let's say, for instance, and I tell this story all the time, but with like traffic tickets and things. I've been pulled over both in Canada and the United States many times, far too many times. But I get off on half of the things, both in the States and in Canada. About 50% of the tickets stick. About 50% they let me go, let's just say. And that's a small example, but Kristen Welton, some of you know, that's my girlfriend. She's here in Tuber Chat. She's not feeling well today, so she's not here today. But she's fine. She'll be fine. She will, sometimes we'll go out for different things, and we've had a bit of luck. We went to a casino, had one of my luckiest nights ever. I don't gamble a lot or anything like that. I look at it as entertainment, but that was a case. We've been out to like a function where they have like door prizes and raffles and things like that, and we've won a couple things there, more than usual and this and that. But in life, I find that I'm often very lucky, and I found that that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So whether I'm right or not, we'll never know. But the idea is, we know that most people will say like, no, I'm usually not lucky, I'm not going to win. Whereas I say, no, I want to be included because there's a chance I will win. I win some of the time, usually half the time. There's a 50-50 shot right here, you know, when it comes to different things. But I believe that because I've said that many times, over a lifetime, hundreds of times, thousands of times, that's why I continue to have a small amount of luck. I promise you, it's no better than anybody else. I haven't won the lottery yet. You know, I play. I never have big wins there or anything like that. But I'm just saying, in life, some of the lucky things I've been able to catch. So I'm always happy when I see somebody who says, like Reed's Blissful Connection is saying, no, I never really win anything. I'm glad that you won this then, because I promise you, this might be the start of a little bit better luck, let's just say then. But hopefully you find this useful as well. You know, here in Tuber Chat, I try to do things that are either unique or related to the channel. And the whole reason why these books are on my shelf back there, except for the 2 that are sitting beside me today, are because this was a plan for a long period of time. So, Reed's Blissful Connections. Like I said, I'll reach out to you after. This creator's a professional educator, homeschooling mom. Lately, they've been doing some book reviews, but they give us a lot of help with goal setting, time management, organization. Over Christmas, they brought us a different type of series for self-care, which is great to see. And if we dig through the earlier videos, we see more homeschooling and professional education. This creator's brought variety into the shorts on the channel, and these have now gotten into 1,000 views and beyond, one over 4,900, which is great to see. They got 1,300 subscribers now. We'd love to get them on the way towards their 1,400. So let's spin the wheel. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Next up is Lisa J. Stocks, and this is a creator who's going to help us with our finances. I'm really happy that we have more than a handful of financial channels like the Stock Explorer we saw before, Budgeting Just Because, and It's the Bankroll come to mind. Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us by being very forthcoming about their own portfolios, their own asset allocations, and their own stock and investment plays. They're going to help us find the money to save and therefore invest, and they let us know on their About section. They're here to help us with saving, investing, building wealth, and staying out of debt together. All of those things, go hand in hand, of course. So I'm just going to grab her latest video about fractional shares, which I'll let her describe to you, but is the idea behind, let's say a stock out there like Apple is $200 or whatever they are. You can't even buy one if you don't have $200. Fractional shares let you get involved in something where you can buy pieces of individual shares, and that's become more and more popular over the years. But that's an example of a technical aspect of investing that Lisa J. Stocks is going to help with. They talk about dividends, they talk about compound interest and dollar cost averaging, and they have guests on the channel as well. They got some shorts here into 5,000 and over 7,500 views, but live streams are where they're going to bring us question and answers as well. I've participated a bit on the channel, and these creators, she brings on other influencers that will talk about investing, and both forthcoming about their own portfolios and stock plays, if I'm saying that the right way, and forgive me while I trip over my words today. So let's spin the wheel. Lisa J. Stocks is working on 2,900 subscribers, so she's growing really solidly. But she's been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Superchat ever since finding us. I think Lisa J. Stocks been with us beyond a year now. It could be getting on a year and a half. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. I start to lose track of how long some of these friendships have gone on. Superchat's been here for almost 4 years. I've been on YouTube for about 7 years, and I am still overwhelmed and extremely grateful for the friendships that have grown over this long period of time, and I hope everybody can take inspiration from the idea that I literally lose track of how long some of these friendships have gone on, because they literally are getting into years now. And then thank you, Lisa J. Stocks. Yeah, in 2022, I was in the top 9% of people on the planet for sharing on Reddit. And last year, I don't know if I made the cut or not. I don't think so, because I didn't get the email that comes. They send you a little graphic and everything else. But I was so happy for that. Most of you have seen, especially if I end up in your premieres and live streams, that I share on Reddit constantly. It's usually gaming channels that have the best success there, but you will find a small amount of traffic trickling in, because Reddit works in a special way compared to all the social networks, where if anybody shares anything on Reddit, it can come up in general like browse pages or search pages for people to find. But if somebody's looking for something that somebody has shared for you or you've shared just in that moment, because Reddit's huge, of course, it always has been. But you can get picked over there. The algorithm on Reddit seems to work differently than all the other social networks, except maybe TikTok, where you don't have to have a ton of subscribers. You don't have to be looked at as an influencer to have your posts found on Reddit. Fever Dream Animation, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are on our video, in our video descriptions. Now, I don't want to push Reddit on anybody, because it is also known as an extremely evil and toxic place when it comes to the idea of trolling. What we've done is made a safe space on Reddit, which is a subreddit called Superchat, where anybody can share a video of anything, and you don't have to worry about it being put in the wrong place. Because when I shared a hotel review that I did in a subreddit like for my province of Ontario, and I forget what other, it could have been a hotel thing or what, and I just got hammered. get out of here, you're fake advertising, you're a scammer, you know, and I was, holy smokes, man, you gotta lay off, it's just a video, nobody's gonna care in 3 minutes, but it can be wild over there. You don't have to worry about that when you post in the Superchat subreddit, but it's just an idea. And I do it for everybody all the time. So if I come by your stuff, you know that it's been shared on Reddit, at least if it's a premiere or a live stream. But I often do it with videos if I have that extra second. The reason why I picked Reddit is for 2 reasons, and forgive the story time, but Reddit, it has been something that is known as, you know, let's say influencers on the internet for the last 20 or 30 years, however long it's been here, has been known, like, oh, if you're on Reddit, then, you know, you must be an internet person, let's just say. So that's part of it. The other thing, too, is that it's fast and easy to share, like Twitter. So if you've ever shared a video by just clicking the share button here and going on Twitter, you know it takes 2 seconds. Reddit takes the same, you know, 2 seconds or 1.5, let's just say. So that's why I do it, and it has the tiniest bit of traffic that comes through, but every view helps, right? Scratching Wolf is up here right now, 276 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 we know they're thinking about. Obviously, lottery ticket scratching here, which is a much larger genre of YouTube videos and creators than I might have expected. I've been overwhelmed by a lot of different things on YouTube in my own journey. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 2,000, 3,000 views and beyond. And live streams are something they've been doing up to about a week ago as well. So we'll see if they're going to continue those. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can from each other. And, yeah, people can be so mean, Bella's Whisper Farmstead. I won't get into a rant about it, but when we talk about the idea of trolling and toxicity on YouTube and other social platforms, what I can tell you is this. I promise you, I have been through some really horrible, bad trolling that even made me question my own mind. I had a couple people call me a scam artist. I literally had to sit there and be like, wait a second, am I a scam artist? I have to, like, make sure I'm, you know, and it can mess with your head. However, that was in the early times. Now I've seen it 3 times. So, like, for instance, the last time somebody, let's say, threatened me, I was like, listen, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. It's not my first threat, right? And I don't want anybody to engage trolls ever. The best advice is just to leave them alone. But in my early days, I forget that not everybody appreciates sarcasm as much as I do. So I probably overstepped. But the worst of the worst, I have found in every story that I've seen or been involved in, if we want to call it that, dissipates after about 2 weeks. There are trolls that will, like, make the same dumb jokes forever, and forgive the way I'm putting that so negative, but you know what I mean, right? When we're talking about the true basement dwellers, they will go on for years and never stop, right? But that's just nonsense. And even when they learn your first name, it really isn't targeted 99% of the time. Like Ron's Keto Cafe, it's very easy to just say, hey, Ron, what's going on, Ron? You know, and whatever, and just drive somebody bananas. But they're just on to the next channel in 3 minutes anyway. And it really has nothing to do with you. It's just behavior. So it's just an idea. But again, my recommendation, always just ignore it. I know it's difficult, but I promise you it really is the best Discord, because they're looking for reaction, and if they don't get it from you, they'll go somewhere else. And after you've been on YouTube for a little while, you're going to see the same things over and over and over again. You're going to say, okay, why are people in this community talking in the way they are? I saw the exact same thing in another community, and none of these people know each other. It's because it's behavior. And that's why. And there's no barrier to entry on YouTube, so everybody can participate. And that's what causes that. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yeah, so I wish for everybody not to get too hung up on trolling, and forgive me, I don't mean to go on about it too much. We talk about it often. So thank you, everybody, though, for reinforcing the ideas behind that. Ron's Keto Cafe is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, especially when it comes to the idea of a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Tons of recipes on this channel, and Ron gives us a great chance to get to know him and follow his story of losing well beyond 100 pounds on a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He'll do some product reviews over here as well. When we look at Ron's Keto Cafe's shorts videos, we see that these have gotten now into 400 and 500 views. He's posting a lot more, which is great. I think you've been posting like almost a short a day by the look of it, because I remember only the one from just a couple weeks ago. And then Ron's Keto Cafe, I've caught a few times for live streams. I can't believe it's already been a month, but hopefully I'll catch you again shortly. I've got the notification bell on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. The other thing I can say about that, by the way, when it comes to live streams, so you'll see, like Ron's Keto Cafe, how is it possible I was in his stream a month ago, but not since then? How is it possible that I've been in, I believe, both of Marketplace Boutique streams this week? And I can't remember who's coming to mind. There was somebody else who just streamed. I was in like 3 streams in a row, day after day. Because Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook is coming up in a second. But let me just show you something. So I may use YouTube in a slightly different way than some people. Here's my homepage, just a bunch of channels. Some I'm subscribed to, a couple I'm not. I'm going to go to my subscriptions because I'm on a computer all the time. If I'm on YouTube, 99% of the time I'm in front of a computer. So I don't rely on notifications for what's coming up and what I want to see, as much as using the subscription tab to see who's live right now, so I can run 3, like you see on the computer behind me, strips behind me, and I could get in 3 different premieres or live streams at a time and run a playlist also. So when I look right here, you're going to see that there's quite a few channels that are live. Now, when we look at that, if we wanted to count, we're going to see 9. Am I right? No, sorry, much more than that. 13, 14, whatever it is here, right? 13 channels that are live. That is not true. I am subscribed to over 5,000 channels, as you know, being in Superchat, right? There are a lot more channels that are live right now, but I'm not seeing them on my page because YouTube changes the recommendation engine just as much as it changes the algorithm. So look, Carnival Cruise Addicts is up. The Love Empire I haven't been in for a while. A la carte is popular in our community. Ogden Knight has been a friend of a long time. G-Wolf Gaming. All of these creators I've been connected to for a long time. Even Yaya's Best Life. I'm not sure if they were here today. Fejota King was there. But this is just an example of my homepage. But you know that out of 5,000 channels, especially on Sunday, there's a lot more live than YouTube is showing me. But if they don't show me, I might not get there this week. And you're going to notice that at least twice a year, if not 3 or 4 times, YouTube changes that. And all of a sudden, you're seeing a few people every day that you're like, hey, I wasn't seeing them for like months. Now I see them every day. And it works the opposite. Hey, where did my friends go? Why doesn't YouTube show me? Because it keeps changing this. So these are just ideas. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook is up here right now. And thank you. I caught your positive message at the beginning of the stream, by the way, if Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook happens to still be here. And I really appreciate that. You know, what Pam had said, and forgive me because I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact words, but something along the lines of, you know, I'm so proud of Kevin for getting to 700 episodes. Now, Pam's only been with us for a few months now, but it's wonderful to hear that kind of encouragement. Of course, I appreciate it myself, but when you think about the idea that people can grow up and not everybody has equal perfection in their parenting skills, let's just say, and I don't want to just blame parents. Not everybody's lucky enough to have both their parents for very long or at all, and things like that. But it comes down to friends, comes down to influencers like, you know, teachers, doctors, dentists, like the people who influence our lives in different ways, as well as, let's say parents and family, uncles, aunts, grandparents, friends, cousins, everybody else. It's unfortunate that I would believe in the world that not everybody gets as much encouragement as I wish that they would. I've met a couple of really good people in my life. Many, many, many good people. But a couple of stories came up. I literally had to ask a guy one day. I was like, dude, you are like the perfection of humanism. How is this possible? What caused this? And he said, well, both of my parents love me very much, so that helps. Right? And it's interesting. But when we can say truly encouraging things to each other that are heartfelt, that are true, I think that people can really benefit from that. And it might feel awkward. I never want to encourage anybody to do anything that, makes you uncomfortable and anything like that. But how many times in your life have you thought that you should tell somebody something encouraging about themselves or something about how you feel about them in a positive way, and you missed your opportunity? Right? So we think about that. But for that reason, I appreciate it that much more. But I'm happy to see that creators are encouraging each other in that way. And I'm very lucky here, as the host of Superchat, I get to see creators doing it for each other all the time. And then, let's have a look at her content right now. And we expect to be here for a little while longer. We expected to go overtime today, so we're coming up on 3 hours, but we can stay a while longer. So Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook, she says that crocheting is her passion, but she's self-taught as well. She makes baby blankets, scarves, shawls, and much more, but she donates a lot of what she makes as well. This creator's working on 600 subscribers right now, and happens to be a lefty. Which is interesting also, right? Because we all know that there's a lot more righties than lefties in the world. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,100, 4,300 views and beyond, and then live streams on the channel as well. She does a ton of live streaming, and I've caught her a few times already, but she's got trivia that comes up. She's doing some crochet. When we roll over these, we get an idea of some of what she's been making. But another positive, encouraging, and inspiring creator. So hopefully everybody will connect with Pam's Cozy Crochet Nook. I think I was talking a little bit too much there about Reddit and trolls and everything, so we're behind a little bit. But what we'll do right now is, let's say it's giveaway time. We'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's going to take our 6th of 7 giveaways for today, and then we'll go on a break for 3.5 minutes, and we'll come right back. And isn't that really interesting that Scratch and Pete PA would manage to catch that? We never know if Scratch and Pete PA is going to be first on the wheel, last on the wheel. He's been here over 650 times, if you can believe that, celebrating episode 700 today. So, Scratch and Pete PA, obviously I talk to him frequently, but I'll get in touch with him, and he will get his choice between the YouTube Formula, which is the book from Daryl Eves, the grandfather of YouTube, and YouTube Secrets from Benji and Sean Cannell from Think Media. Incredible influencers who inspired me to even be talking about some of the things we talk about here 7 years ago, if you can believe that. And they've just become more and more influential. So we're going to look at Scratch and Pete PA's channel next. Let's go for 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Scratch and Pete PA. This is somebody who's known as a shining jewel in the Superchat family, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my now 7 years on YouTube. Scratch and Pete PA comes to us from the lottery ticket scratching genre of channels or community of channels, which is much larger than I would have expected. But we actually knew PA long before he started making content, and so he really put contemplation into what he was going to do before he did it. What's really interesting about that is that this creator's video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video, which is now over 3.5 years ago. He also, you can tell presentations at the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by his thumbnails, which include both content and hints about the giveaways that happen in his video series as well. His banner is updated every single week, if you could believe how much work that takes. I haven't updated mine in 7 years. And he updates his every week. It's hundreds of times, literally. Or getting on it. Scratch and PPA now is well over 2,000 subscribers. He's got it nice and locked in. We'd love to push him on his way towards 2,100. He has got his next premiere ready to go. He premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, and with perfect consistency for over 3 years now. This creator brings us the Scratch Challenge series of videos. What he does is pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and then gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and Pete PA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. If you can catch us for one of these premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Superchat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of VS Speaks Royally, the Stock Explorer, Garden State Gardener, and a couple other types of fast-paced, high-energy live chat. So it's a lot of fun to be a part of that as well. Now, hopefully everybody will connect with him. You'll get your chance to vote on next week's content already if you, again, follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. He is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, of course, but Scratch and PPA expanded the content on his channel this year when he took a trip to Italy and brought us his very first live stream. He's already let us know that he intends on bringing another live stream as a pop-up at some point, so I know a lot of people will be excited for that. And then when we get into shorts on his channel, he also brought us a lot of vlogging style content from his trip to Italy and some Italian lottery tickets we might not have otherwise seen. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA, catch some of that content that I'm talking about. And every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel the same way we do here in Superchat. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then Rambling with the Brooms is up right now, and this creator's here as both a moderator and a member. Another fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact, and he's just from a few hours away, closer to our nation's capital, but he's going to be here. And I forget the date. I asked you 3 times already, and I forget every time you tell me. But Rambling with the Brooms is going to be coming towards Toronto very soon, either this weekend or next weekend. And we're going to get an opportunity to meet up. So we'll likely live stream. and enjoy some kind of a meal, and then we'll see if we can round up a couple of other YouTubers to meet up with us while he has the opportunity to be in my area. I missed my chances being in Ottawa a few times, but Rambling with the Brooms has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and he's the newest member of our moderator squad, actually, but he's been with us for at least 2 years now, if not longer. Is it this week? Rambling with the Brooms, is it literally this Saturday, just a few days from now? And then, because either way, I would make myself available, of course. But I don't skip a lot of meals, as most people can tell either. Now, Rambling with the Brooms is working on 3,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit closer. He's officially on the road. This creator comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. He brings us a lot of outdoor content, a lot of indoor content. He gives us a chance to get to know him. He collaborates with creators all the time. And he brings us the world-famous maple syrup that everybody knows and loves from Canada as well. So this Saturday, we're going to be together. So likely that'll be an opportunity for us to stream together. We'll go and have a meal at some fancy restaurant. And Rambling with the Brooms, well, I'm thinking of jokes, and they're not coming to me. Rambling with the Brooms has got shorts on his channel, some famous Canadian winter weather there. Some of these have gotten into thousands of views now, one on the way to 8,000 views. Live streams on the channel also have gotten into... they're live streaming, Scott is live streaming regularly. So sometimes he does pop-ups. He's been doing quite a few lately, but usually he does... Thursdays and Fridays. So, Procrastination Thursday is a long-running series, and Friday Shenanigans as well. Sometimes he has StreamYard panelists with him. Sometimes he's just given us a chance to get to know him, hanging out and talking. He's collaborated with tons and tons of creators. You probably recognize Scott for... he's on so many other creators' channels, as a matter of fact. We've probably seen him 2 or 3 times today alone. And monetize. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So I'll be looking forward to meeting up with him in person this week. If everybody doesn't already have Rambling with the Brooms, I hope you'll connect with him. I almost forgot to put his second channel up. For the life of me, Scott, I can't remember the name of it yet. One of the things I recommend to creators is to feature their second channel on their front page if they have one. Now, Scott's already got featured channels down there, but that's just an idea, and it really, like, more than anything is to make things easier for me. But lots of creators do that. You'll notice I do it also. Rambling with the Brooms. The Travel Escapes with the Brooms? Yes, Travel Escapes with the Brooms. There it is. So he's got a couple of shorts up here already. One video's up from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And 37 subscribers. So we'd love to push this second channel a little bit farther towards the first 100. Let's get back here a trucker ready to go. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, Jevin Richardson, no, I don't forget, here in Tuber Chat, basically what happens is every day when we're rolling, I add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and it takes a very long time, sometimes an hour or 2 hours, in this case over 3 hours, for me to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. Now, I'll always add at least a couple, no matter what, but it can take a very long time. So I still haven't had my add a name section come up yet. When it does, I'll put a name on the wheel. Unless we get down to 5 or 6, then it's time anyway. I'll add a couple, but for today, it's a very busy live stream, so I for sure won't be able to get to everybody. Once in a while we do. The end of the stream comes up, and it depends on when I clear the wheel during the stream. Sometimes we're able to get to 4 or 5 or 6 new channels towards the end of the stream. And I know it can be a long wait, but the truth is as well, as a note for everybody, especially if you haven't been here many times before, the magic is in the chat, right? That's why the channel was called Tuber Chat, not Tuber Guy or Tuber Man or Tuber, whatever we might have called it. It's Tuber Chat because it's the focus on the conversations that happen in the chat. I know everybody likes to have their channel on the screen, and I know everybody thinks that people run to their channel when they're on the screen. But I promise you, even though it's probably more people than I think it is, I believe it's less people than most people think it is. I'm just here to talk for 3 hours while we do this, and the best idea I have is putting channels on the screen so I can get to know them, and I know everybody likes it. But the magic is in the conversations that are had in the chat. Nobody is going to have a friendship that goes on a year from now that says the reason I am successful is because TuberChat put my channel on the screen 2.5 years ago. That's never happening, right? The idea is that we make friends here, those friendships flourish, and I bet that if I ask most people today, where did most of your top 10 followers come from, they will probably have no choice but to say TuberChat in most cases, because this is where they met because of what we're doing. But this is not the first stream of its kind either. There were hundreds, if not thousands, before I even started this channel. Even I was in some of them before TuberChat had started. But these are just ideas. Tuber Dude, it should have been. And then, yes, that's the thing. Consume the goodness. As long as everybody's having conversation in the chat, that's where you make the friendships. I know, like I said, it's fun to have our channels on the screen, and it helps because I get to know them. I can talk about them, even though I make all kinds of mistakes. And I used to call Mike and Rihanna's Adventures a homesteading channel, which it's not. It's a vlogging channel. Those creators give us a look into their life, but because they bring so much indoor and outdoor content, and they're connected to so many homesteading channels, I was mistaken for a long, long time. It really doesn't matter that much. It didn't stop anybody from connecting with them, but this is just to reinforce the idea. So, Backyard Trucker is up right now. This is another creator. And forgive me, Backyard Trucker, I saw a comment come through from you, and I don't know where it is now. I don't do a great job of replying to comments on the TuberChat channel, and I don't really have an excuse other than most creators are just thanking me for sharing on the community tab. I think Backyard Trucker had left a comment saying something along the lines of they've met most of the people that are here. Now, the truth is, when you're in a TuberChat live stream, it doesn't matter when it is. It could have been 2 years ago. It could be today. Half of the channels that were here in the last stream and the stream before that and the stream before that are the same. But half of them are either older friends that aren't here all the time, or new friends that have not been here very many times before, or brand new. And I'm not accurately describing the numbers, but it's somewhere around that, let's just say. The reason why is because I know that is because I'm psychotic about keeping track of everybody who's ever been in a TuberChat live stream. I've got a robot here in the background called Streamlabs that helps with that right now, and I take stats for every stream every single day and have since TuberChat started. So unless the robot's not been working 1 or 2 days, I literally have 700 spreadsheets after today for channels that have been in the chat, and even when the robot doesn't work, I have a way to figure it out. So anyway, that just goes to say, no matter what, every day that you're here, there will be somebody to meet that you haven't met before. You hear me talk about friendships that go on. Some of us have been friends for over 3 years. Some of us have been friends just for a week. And we've got a brand new channel waiting to come into the chat right now. You see a channel right there, Rebel River Cats. So in 20 minutes, if they're still here, they'll come into the chat. And I know it takes patience to get through that 20 minutes, but it's there for a couple of reasons. First of all, to cut down on spamming and trolling, and it works, so we're grateful for that. But secondly, to give everybody a chance to really see what we're doing here before coming into the chat. So 99% of the channels that even make it into the chat here ever during a live stream already have an idea of what we're doing and intention to support each other over the long term, not just simply say, hey, I need subscribers. You know what I mean? So these are just ideas, but there'll always be new people to meet that you haven't met before, I promise you. Backyard Trucker, though, is somebody who says they're just a simple guy putting anything and everything on for everyone to see. They've actually expanded now because they've been with Marketplace Boutique a couple of times for live streams already, and they may have, I don't know who influenced who, but I'm happy to see people collaborating in that way. They got quite a bit of dash cam footage here, and especially when I started my YouTube journey 7 years ago, I was watching a lot of dash cam footage. I watch it sometimes. But Backyard Trucker's doing really well with some of these shorts. You can see getting into 10,000 and 12,000 views and a little bit more variety there. But they've let us know they're intending on bringing pure variety. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So, Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. This is a creator that's got a special story in our friendship as well. Not just with myself, but other people who I'm very much connected to that I see connected to each other. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More has been with us for what I believe is about 3.5 years, 3 for sure. But this creator's support for everybody has increased over the last 3 years, especially for myself personally, I can say, because she supports all of my channels. This is somebody who does a better job than I do, even on my best days, when it comes to supporting. She leaves thoughtful, considerate comments, similar to somebody like Scratch and Pete PA. And she does this on every single thing that I do on every single channel that I own. If you can imagine, even on our copyright-free music channel, she's still going through there, I think, for almost every single stream to leave a comment at some point. She spends countless hours supporting as well. We've got a few creators that do that kind of thing, but I mention this because, like I said, her support has increased over the years. And hopefully everybody will connect with her. Now, what Jesse Miller Unboxings does, of course, is unboxings and more. And what she brings us sometimes is an independent unboxing, but most of them are subscription services. And most of us have seen these before. There's subscription boxes that you can buy that come either monthly or every other month, or, you know, mystery boxes. They got them for jewelry, for snacks, for stationery, for Lego, for toys, for socks, for just about anything you can think of. And she's been doing this a long, long time. I'm just going to grab the latest jewelry one and put that in my catch-up list right now. But what you'll find from this creator in her shorts videos is that she features some of the products in her shorts that she's found in those subscription boxes. There's stationery right there. I think that's beauty bath bombs or something right there. There's snacks right there, and lots of jewelry and other beauty products that we see. So Jesse Miller Unboxings and More is now closing in on 2,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer to that milestone. Live streams on the channel are occasional. She does a live stream every month or two, so we'll hope for another one soon. But she posts frequently. She's usually posting videos at least a couple of times a week. So there's plenty of content on the channel. And we'll see who's coming up next. Canadian Family Life. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So I've got Jevin Richardson on the wheel. I don't know if there's still a chance that Gloria's Platter is still here, but I'll send a search party out for her right now, and then I'll add another name to the wheel shortly. Canadian Family Life's up here right now. We'll look at her husband's channel in a moment. You know, one of the biggest complaint I get on YouTube about Part of me, the YouTube journey is, why is it so difficult to get our friends and family members to support our channels when we can find people online willing to do it? So I think it makes it that much more extra special when we do find friends and family members, like in this case, a married couple who are supporting each other wholeheartedly with separate channels, even though Chris has been on Canadian Family Life many times, even in live streams we've hung out and got to know him. But part of me, when we look at Canadian Family Life, we see grocery hauls, they say cooking, daily life, family fun, gardening. They've got an incredible container gardening. There's lots of delicious content in the cooking videos here. This is interesting. Shepherd's pie using leftovers. I keep forgetting that shepherd's pie is one of the things that I do make. I tell everybody on Superchat all the time I really can't cook. It's not that I can't cook. I can cook. Anybody can put meat in an oven for 45 minutes. Anybody could throw anything into a frying pan. But I don't make anything that is outstanding. Let's just say it doesn't upset me. I can feed myself, but I don't do anything spectacular. But there's a couple of things that I make that taste exactly like they should. They're like perfect, but not better than that. And that would be like lasagna, which I used to think is my favorite thing. Shepherd's pie is something I've made a million times. It's not difficult, and there's a million recipes, especially now on YouTube, including Canadian Family Life, to show us how to do this with leftovers. But I forget about that. I should make it soon. And then Canadian Family Life is working on 3,200 subscribers. You get an idea of the variety here. They recently won a giveaway from Just Jason Keto and More. Took one of those chaffle makers. They've got a video right there, so I'm happy to see that kind of thing. They're monetized, of course. One of the fastest growing channels in the Superchat family. I believe that's because of the unbelievable support that Canadian Family Life gives to others. And I can say as well, I noticed the Canadian Family Life's here for what I believe is like every stream or close to it for a year, and usually for hours at a time. So not surprising, and forgive the self-promotion here for the Tuber Chat channel, but the fact that she likely has an abundant number of incredibly supportive creators, like most of our moderators would, or Butler Family Farm, or Ree's Blissful Connections, and Just Jason Keto and More, and Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, and a few other channels. I don't mean to leave anybody out, but you get what I'm talking about, right? And Canadian Family Life has got some shorts here. These have really started to move now, because I remember when they had one growing to 2,500 views. Now they've got a few of them, and now one at 5,500, which is great to see. So shorts are a great area where we can strive to improve and pass our own milestones, simply just by posting more content, right? If that makes sense. It's a lot easier to say, oh, I've got a shorts video that's got 2,500 views. Let me see if I can get 3,000, than it is to do that with a video, right? Although it can happen, but you know what I mean, I'm sure, when we talk about these channels and their shorts. Now, Canadian Family Life as well has got a stream coming up. That's going to be today in about 40 minutes from now. So shortly after the end of Tuber Chat, they'll be on. And we'll see what they're going to be doing in that live stream. Sometimes Tiffany's getting a chance to get to know her. Sometimes we get a little bit more of the family in the channel as well. Now, Chris's Creation Fun is going to come up also. This is her husband's channel, and we'll see what he's got going on. He started with 3D printing, but has moved into do-it-yourself videos. He's got a brand new one here. I'm just going to grab this latest video. And it's interesting. He just put up a video of AA and AAA batteries. And when I just put up my video yesterday, we just both put up videos, having no idea about each other's videos. This is really cool. He's 3D printing a battery holder. And I did a review of this battery charger that I've got. You can't really see it unless I yank it out of the desk and everything. But that's just ironic. So, anyway, Chris's Creation Fun is now bringing us do-it-yourself videos where he's repairing the 3D printer or working on solar equipment and things like that. And these creators come from New Brunswick, so obviously from Canadian Family Life. Chris's Creation Fun has done a few shorts videos, and we'll be looking forward to seeing more. It's getting really close to that first 100 at 92 subscribers right now. And then, yeah, that's okay, string. So the idea is that we connect with each other with the idea of having long-term support on our minds. So when you're making friends here, the idea is they're going to be ready to support you for literally weeks and months and even years into the future. So the instructions are always in our video description, and forgive me for not going over it more thoroughly today. We're just in a special edition of this live stream. Usually I go through it more thoroughly, but the idea, like I said, is friendships that are built by connecting with people here in the chat. So for anybody that's brand new or fairly new, my recommendation is to take it slow, meet people one by one. You can meet up to 8 or 10 different creators here in the Tuber Chat live streams per hour for whatever time you're able to spend. Any faster than that is too fast. But as you start conversations with people, literally by just saying hello or going to their channel, checking out what they do, and then talking about that, you'll be able to do all the things you wish they would do for you first. We all live with generosity at the forefronts of our minds. And then once you've connected with somebody thoroughly, as per our instructions, and you come back, let them know, they'll turn around and do the same thing for you right away. Kicking it with the Rooks, good to see you in the house. Oh, and then Canadian Family Life, they're setting up the 3D printer for the live stream tonight. Kicking it with the Rooks, good to see you here. Brandon's Recovery, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then, let's spin the wheel. It's giveaway time. So this is our 7th of 7 giveaways for today. We're obviously over time. We'll see who's coming up next. Jonathan Sturgill is going to get a choice of either the YouTube Secrets book from Benji and Sean from Think Media, or the Daryl Eves book, The YouTube Formula. He's known as the grandfather of YouTube. These 3 creators are incredibly influential and inspirational in me doing some of what we're doing here in Tuber Chat today. I started following them 7 years ago, where they were already top influencers. So Jonathan Sturgill is coming up next. We'll look at their channel in about 3.5 minutes. I'll reach out to them after the stream and get to them so that they can get their prize. We'll be right back. All right, we're back and looking at Jonathan Sturgill right now. So this creator just took our 7th prize. So Butler Family Farm, Mary Catherine Loves Cats, Elevate with Vern, Globies Travels, Ree's Blissful Connection, Scratch and PPA, and Jonathan Sturgill have been our 7 winners for the 700th episode of Superchat. So Jonathan Sturgill, over 5,000 subscribers. He pretty much had that when he first found Superchat just a few months ago. I think it's getting on like 6 months now. I forget how long it's been. He's been incredibly supportive as well. This creator is going to help us with instrument and gear reviews when it comes to music and guitar lessons as well, comparisons, and this creator has a second channel now. I'll show that to you in a moment. They're incredibly knowledgeable about all things music related and the future of music, talking about things like the AI systems that are coming out also. There's Product Scope. That's actually their second channel. We'll look at that in a moment. Corinne's Life is here. She's here as a member and a moderator. I'm going to get her on the wheel right away. I added Carrie Leonard, Jevin Richardson, and Consume the Goodness onto the wheel. They've all been very active in the chat and all in turn based on our robot in the background that keeps track of how active everybody has been. And Jonathan Sturgill as well has got some shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 900 views and beyond, which is great to see. And then we're going to look at Product Scope, which is a brand new channel from this creator, but they've already been posting content. So I'm going to drop their handle in the chat just in case anybody needs to get to it that way. It's better when we search, find, and click on each other's names, but if you really need it, there's the handle. Product Scope is where they're going to bring informed decision ideas to us through product reviews, and then as well they're going to talk about, like I said, some of the AI systems that are out there, as well as hardware, so that we can get an idea of what we can expect from music in the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years. So hopefully everybody will connect to Product Scope, Jonathan Sturgill's second channel, where he's already halfway on the road to the first 100. Crow's Nest, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Next up is To Be Irish Live, and we'll see what this dear friend of us has got going on their channel. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. To Be Irish Live is here, bringing a lot of video gameplay lately more than anything else. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's going to give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. They're posting frequently. They're working on 300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. When we look at their shorts videos, there's a lot of variety here, but these have gotten into 2,500 and even 3,400 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel are somewhat frequent, up to about a month ago. We'll see if they're going to continue these. To Be Irish Live's been another supportive creator that's been with us a long, long time and comes in frequently. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And Consume the Goodness is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Consume the Goodness is up right now. I am Betty J. Gathers, a member of over 2 years. Thank you for being here. And thank you. We're getting towards the end of the stream, so yeah, thank you for that. I should drop the link for our raid again. If anybody would like to come over, what we've got is a virtual 24-hour live stream. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. There's a video game going, and everybody can participate in the chat. Everybody can continue connecting the same way we do here, and people trickle in and out of there all the time. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you here. Lucy Warren's World, good to have you in the house. Henry Nelson, good to see you here as well. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. I'm really going to race through these next few channels. My voice is at about its limit for today. We've been on for 3.5 hours now, which is an extended amount of time. Consume the Goodness is here, and this is a channel I need to catch up with, so I'm going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to watch another piece of content from this creator, a certified lifestyle and weight management coach, not to mention mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health is what they're going to help us with on this channel. When we look at some of their shorts videos, we see that these have gotten into, wow, 12,000, 18,000, one at 42,000 views, which is great to see. Obviously a very dynamic and enthusiastic creator, and they've done a few live streams over the last couple of weeks as well, so hopefully I'll catch them for one of those soon. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Thank you everybody for those thumbs up for today. And just in case I haven't refreshed in a while, let me see where we're at. We probably did extremely well today. And yeah, 130 thumbs up, so thank you everybody. That's that might be a record. I forget what our highest number of thumbs up ever was. We did have somebody come and give a thumbs down, so thank you for that. Thank you for that as well. Jevin Richardson is up on the screen right now. And does that thing that we were talking about, Corinne and Pete, does that only happen on Apple devices where we put the thumbs up and then something shows up on the screen? Or if we do 2 thumbs up, then like fireworks happen and all that? I saw that was something that Apple does, but I'm not sure if everybody's gone universal with that yet. Sometimes they make agreements between the platforms. Jevin Richardson, 747 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. They've got a lot of aircraft watching here on the channel. I'm just going to grab the latest video. These are quite short, but I'll put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. Great to see that they say right away they're grateful for their subscribers. They've got shorts here that have now crossed into over 1,000 views, which is great to see. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Oh, you use StreamYard when it happened? I wonder if it's only people on Apple devices that can see the effect, though. That's the one thing I wondered about. I'm not sure if Pete's on Apple or not. But there's an effect if everybody hasn't seen it yet. Pete was telling us about it. Corinne had said on her stream the other day, when you put a thumbs up, I don't know if mine's going to be big enough because I'm only in a small fraction of the screen, but if you put a thumbs up, there should be an effect that comes up on the screen. Or if you use 2 thumbs up, you got to keep them up there for a second, and then there's a couple other gestures and stuff that do things. Emotion New Soul is a talented producer and performer. This creator brings us new soul R&B music, usually in the form of music videos. And thank you, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. I wondered about that. Emotion New Soul brings music videos that feature his original works, as well sometimes he'll do compilations or Tiny Desk concerts where he performs live on the channel. One of the things I've always said about this creator is once you hear their voice, if you've never heard them before, you feel like you know this artist. And I don't think it's just because of his rich, soulful voice. I think it's because of his songwriting and production talents that span years, that bring familiarity into his music. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. He's at 4,000 subscribers now, and you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey already, not to mention Emotion New Soul's incredibly supportive, and he's been a beloved and dedicated moderator here for about 3 years as well. 1,400, 1,600 views and beyond. He's monetized, like I said. This creator's got live streams that come up as well, and these feature live performances or compilations. He rounds out the channel with some reaction videos as well. And then when we look at writing with Emotion New Soul, we see a second channel from this creator where we get a behind the scenes look at both how the music is made as well as the man behind the music. So almost 800 subscribers, and Writing with Emotion New Soul will give us a look at their Logic setup here, some reaction videos on the channel. He's got a few more shorts here as well. These have gotten into almost 1,000 views, and then live streams are occasional on the channel also. So hopefully everybody will connect to our dear friend Emotion New Soul. And thank you everybody who's already gone into that music stream. That's a virtual 24-hour live stream that's running on our copyright-free music channel. So all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a virtual 24-hour stream on that channel, and you can find MP3 download links. But all of the music is published on all major music platforms as well, like Deezer and Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, of course, iTunes, and everywhere else. So, Phase Yoda King, Naruto Luffy Goku is on the channel right now. They're bringing us some video gameplay and some animations on their channel. I'm just going to grab the latest video. It's quite short here, but they're live actually right now still. And then they've got shorts that have gotten into 11,000, 13,000 views. They've got live streams that feature the gameplay that I'm talking about here. And they mix up a bit of the gameplay, of course. So they've been another loyal and dedicated supporter for quite some time. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The next channel that we're going to look at is Carrie Leonard. This is another fellow Canadian. They post pure variety on their channel, but you can see a few looks of Toronto out the window there. This creator does quite a bit of live streaming as well, and I see they got some shorts now that have gotten into over 2,000 views, one of these 2,400, which is great to see. And this is an idea of the live streams. They're on frequently. Like I said, we get a chance to get to know them and stories to be told, of course. Carrie Leonard's been another longtime friend with us for at least a year, and working on 400 subscribers. So we know Phase Yoda King, Naruto Luffy Goku is live. Canadian Family Life is going to be live shortly. In the meantime, hopefully everybody will come and join us on our copyright-free music channel. That runs virtually 24 hours a day. We break the streams every 12 hours just so that we can retain watch hours. Any live stream that cuts under 12 hours, the watch hours are retained. If it goes longer, like our friends from Two Pineapples that we heard from before, that channel's long monetized now, of course, with almost 20,000 subscribers. But live streams can run continuously, literally for weeks or months. So Henry Nelson is up on the screen right now with over 400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. This creator says they're no expert by any means, but they do live on a farm. So they're going to bring us a lot of wildlife and nature through trail cams. There's their handle if anybody can't find them right away. Henry Nelson's a super popular name, of course. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 5,000, even 6,000, and almost 7,000 views. Thank you, Wilma2U1. Thank you, everybody, for the congratulation messages today and all your positive comments. I know I can't catch everything that goes on in the chat, but as I'm scanning through the corner of my eye, you can see I've got a window I keep over there so I can keep an eye on the chat a little bit, but I know everybody's been incredibly supportive today. Please don't forget that thumbs up on the way out. Please give us a thumbs up on the way into the copyright-free music channel. I'll drop the link again in another moment, and the live redirect should work. And Canadian Family Life's going to set up for their live stream right now. Corinne's Life is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator and member, and this is another friend of over 3.5 years. She's working on 2,700 subscribers. She literally brings us everything that is Corinne's life in videos, shorts, and streams. She could be indoors, she could be outdoors, she could be cooking, cleaning, traveling, doing a haul, an unboxing, a product review, or giving us a behind-the-scenes look at her work from Lighthouse and Anchor Designs, where she produces mugs like the ones I hold in my hand, vinyl stickers, Christmas ornaments, shirts, hats, and just about everything else that can be printed. We're seeing some of her graphic design pop up on other channels as well. And she's got over 1,000 videos. When we look at shorts on her channel, we see a bit of a mix here, but some of these are still moving at 18,000, 24,000, 77,000, and live streams on the channel are frequent. She's experimented a lot with the vertical live system. I've caught her many, many times, and we've been together on panels, both on her channel and many others many times as well. Sometimes she's given us a chance to see her work, sometimes she's outdoors, and then sometimes it's a chance to get to know her, or a StreamYard panel. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every day or for 3 hours at a time, and for anybody I can't imagine anybody watching the replay is going to watch for 3.5 hours. but if you did, thank you for watching us through to episode 700. Don't forget, I played some unreleased footage of some streams, or not streams, but long videos, interviews that are going to be coming up in a few weeks. If you want to go back and see what those creators had to say today, we heard from Mod6510 Models and 2 Pineapples, who've been with us almost from the beginning of TuberChat, over 3.5 years. They both are in this replay, which will be available as soon as the stream ends. Right now, I'm going to drop the link one more time so everybody can come over. And thank you, everybody, for celebrating episode 700. The TuberChat 4-year anniversary will come up in 2 weeks, and we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.